things. Any boy this me don't be him. Real bad man I do bad things. Any boy this me bury him. Marrow fly to the sky if them test me. Tell them if you not tempt me. Podcast. Narcos Coffee Podcast. I miss it for days. Done the old friggin' argument. Episode 11 today, featuring a very, very special guest, very good friend of mine, none other than the remix king himself, DJ Genesis Selector in the building. Mamba Clark, my brother, big, you're a producer, you're a selector, you're entrepreneur in this business. Pleasure to have you, my brother. Long time.
Respect,
For life, my brother. Great to see you here, my brother, man. So DJ Genesis, welcome.
Respect, man.
To the Narcos Coffee Podcast right
Finally,
now. Finally, it's overdue. We've had a couple hurdles.
Yeah,
we had to, you know, we had a couple set-offs.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? We had to reschedule. That's how it got. That's how life got.
Yeah, man.
This coffee is sponsored, this podcast is sponsored officially by Mama War. Big up Mama War. Today we have some, oh shit, I just dropped the blood clot flying over. What I did, don't worry. Can you see this? We're going to advertise this today as well, you know? So let me just put back the flyer, yeah? But this podcast is officially sponsored by Mama One. Today we got the almond biscuits right here, so we're about to talk into them. DJ Genesis in the building. We got everybody on the Facebook Live, everyone on the Insta Live. Big up everybody right now. Big up DJ Twister, the whole crew. Big up all the Flames family, everybody right now. DJ Twister, for the people them who don't know you, tell the people them who you are.
Genesis.
What me I say?
Big up my brother Twister in the building.
Twister's in the building, you know. Big up, you know. I don't even like the weekend. DJ Genesis, tell the people them a little bit more about yourself before I start the podcast.
Yeah, man. First and foremost, bigging up to each and every one. Got it locked on this evening, tonight. Yeah, man. Well, coming a long way, you know.
Yeah.
Coming a long way, man. When we're talking about music,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, started at a very, very young age.
Yeah.
Watching artists just rehearse, you know what I mean? Like my grandmother's place.
Yeah.
Back in the day was like a real musical hotspot.
Yes, yeah, I heard about your family's place. I heard about it. Was it over in
over in Manor Park?
In Manor Park sites? Yes. That was like growing up. That was a musical hotspot.
That was a real hotspot. My uncle was there at that time, and he had a tune buzzing, and I would just be like them time. There was like 6, 7.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just really growing up, watching things around me, and it was probably like the elders in my family that really kicked it off for me. Like one of my other uncles was heavy into music, and you know what I mean? You had other artists in my family as well. I also you had a man like Nereus Joseph.
Yeah.
Big shout out goes up to Nereus Joseph each and every time. Big up the Joseph family.
Big up the Joseph family.
He's another man that I used to see in my early years come to my grandmother's house and rehearse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, with my uncle and so forth. Because
there was all the sound was hooked up around there.
You know what I mean?
I remember. See, you grew up in sound system.
Literally, you know what I mean? It's in our veins.
I know.
You know what I mean? One of my uncles back in the day is a big producer for Sanchez back in the day. So it's just in the family.
It's just in the family. You know what? You can tell by the passion how you deal with it.
Yeah.
You can tell by how you deal with it. And see that coffee up.
Respect.
Yourself the sugar and milk them, G. Now, real talk. Like, you can tell people who have music in them. You deal with it from a different category. You're dealing with it from a different place.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Nah, respect. I knew about your family from years ago, obviously from we linked as well, even your uncle and everything. Like I know the link. I was even telling one of my friends the other day about it.
Yeah, man.
Like your foundation, DJ Randy, and I was.
Yeah, man.
And I've known you. How many years have I known you now? Wow.
15.
Huh?
15 odd years?
Probably more, you know.
More than that, probably.
Yeah, at least 15 years now.
Yeah, man.
At least 15 years.
Yeah, man. It's been a long time.
And we just get younger, like. We just get younger. We don't get older. We get younger.
I'm telling you. Real talk.
Real talk, man.
Real talk.
So it's the Narcos Coffee Podcast. I've got my good friend DJ Genesis in the building today. Tell them about your show on Flames.
Yeah, man. Bigging up to the full Flames family. Bigging up to the Levels, the General, the Boss. Leroy Levels each and every time. The full family. Catch DJ Genesis on Flames Radio, www.flamesradio.co.uk each and every Monday and Tuesday, 3 to 6. I do my best to be there as much as I can. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, you definitely.
Is it just the one show a week or two?
It's two shows. So you got the Monday and you got the Tuesday.
What time is it on the Monday?
Both times. So you got 3 to 6
on the Monday.
On both days.
Wicked. I see it. I log on a few times, you know.
Yeah, man, and with the show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because obviously we got a lot of experience in this thing now.
Yes.
So, like I've been watching the Narcos Coffee podcast over the last few episodes. I'll probably watch all of them, to be honest with you.
Respect, Genesis.
I'll probably watch all of them.
My brother, man.
And just like how you've got your experience.
Yes.
And you articulate the interviews a certain way and you articulate the podcast a certain way.
Yes.
That's what I like to kind of do when I go to my shows. Articulate the show a certain way, show experience, true skills, and
of course
the music played and the way it's played. You know what I mean? And yeah, just always keep it fresh. You know what I mean?
But that's what separates you from the others as well.
Yeah.
Like having that, like approaching your show with that kind of vibe there. It's important, I think. It's important because otherwise everyone's just doing the same old rubbish and everyone's just trying to play the same old top 10 or the same old hot tunes on the YouTube or whatever. You know?
True.
I mean, that's what a selector to me is about. True. That's why I think it's still relevant in the business umbrella.
True. And as you mentioned, business, like, that's why, like, I take radio shows so serious when I am at the radio doing my shows. Yes. Because it's a business.
It's thank you.
It's a business. You know what I mean? We're not just running up on a radio station to play music and chat one bag of rated.
Or to get some social media attention.
No, it's a business. Because we're selectors in the business. Exactly. We're also creators, we're also artists because the way we play music is a form of art, you know what I mean?
Yes,
so
that's right.
It's a business. We get bookings, so we go to radio to advertise.
Selector has a massive form of art. There's a massive form of art in being a selector.
Yeah, man. And it holds a wide range, you know.
Very wide range. And if it's not done correctly, it can spoil the whole point of being a selector. It's a very delicate thing, isn't it? It's a very delicate thing. You know what I mean? I pay homage to people like yourself who keep it real. Like, bro, it's all we got left.
True.
It's all we got left in the industry. People like yourself, like, who take this thing serious, who take the business like, that's why I've started this podcast. So people can see a bit of my personality. I can talk to the people, and like we said, I love the fact that you've locked onto all of them. And Pete, I've been getting great feedback from the podcast, and it's great to like. I usually be going up on your show. I'll get you on this podcast and talk to the people. Them. That's what it's about, man.
Yeah, man, definitely.
That's what it's about, man. It's the business, and you have to show the people them that side and separate the boys from the men.
True.
So to speak.
True.
You get what I'm saying?
And these are the moments that we do it in, especially.
Yes.
Not just the moments that we're performing in. The people that seen us in our usual light. They need to see us in these kind of lights as well, so they get to understand a bit more about what man really do and the depths of it.
Exactly. This is what this platform's for.
The depths of it is important. Like
very
people them are leaving this part out.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like the background work, like people don't understand and realize the amount of sleepless nights a man might have. They don't remember that.
They don't remember.
They don't realize that it's like the saying goes.
Yes.
They see some of the glory, but they don't know the
They don't know the story. They see the glory and they don't know the story.
You know what I mean?
They don't know the story. Real talk. And this is like what you said, this is what this platform is for. Like, I pick 5 topics every week, you know, and I kind of go through the topics then when we talk about things, obviously, and then within the topics we just discuss whatever we want to discuss relating to the topic or whatever like that. And I kind of structure it like that, and I try to get my point across, like what you're saying, to get the people them a bit more insight about ourselves. You know, some people, like, I'm very well known, but everyone might not know me. They might have just heard 1 or 2 songs, and they might judge me a certain way. And in this day and age, in this climate of the music industry where it's so saturated, I think this sort of shows the podcast. That's why if you notice there's a lot more podcasts going on these days. Of course. Like I never started my podcast because of that. I've always wanted to do something like this just to get my personality across. And it's a very important part for my fans, for our fans, for the listeners, knowing that it's more than music. You know what I mean? Knowing the work we've put in, where we've come from. And etc. like that, you get me?
True.
Yeah, big up my brother, man. So,
man. Yeah, man,
what's this? Before I get into topic number 1, I want to advertise this. What's this?
Yeah, man. Carry Dubai Weekender.
Carry Dubai Weekender.
Yeah, man.
Right, 26th to the 30th, is that right?
That's correct.
So what's that, 4 days?
That's 4 days.
4 days in Dubai.
4 days and 5 nights. Yeah,
Wow, that's
like
crazy,
that. Yeah,
man. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, man.
So is it a whole package price? People can get like a whole package
Yeah,
for
man.
the whole 4 days
Yeah, man.
and everything. So that's the Carry Dubai Weekender.
Yeah, man.
You get me? In Dubai, catch yourself there,
Yeah,
obviously.
man.
Wicked, wicked.
Yeah, man.
That's gonna be crazy,
yeah,
man.
Yeah, man. So I had the opportunity to go to Dubai in October. And yeah, man, it was nice.
Was that your first time there?
That was my first time.
I haven't been yet. I'm looking forward to going myself.
Yeah,
I ain't
man,
been out there
very
yet.
nice. Very nice.
I've heard great things about
Very
it
nice,
still.
Very nice.
Heard
Yeah,
great
man.
things.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, man, Carry Dubai.
Mm.
Another opportunity arose.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So we're heading back to Dubai this April. We're talking about next month, almost a month to go.
Is this like a Carry Dubai? Is that like a why I call Carry Dubai? Like a
Alright, so that's just the name of
Right.
the weekender.
mm.
So it's entitled Carry Dubai. Of course, in Dubai, taking place from
Yes.
the 26th to the 30th of April. It's gonna be absolutely mad, you know what I mean? You got
Wicked.
man like Tony Mataran,
Matter under there,
you
wicked.
got Footer Hype,
Wicked.
you
Big
know what I mean?
selectors.
It's gonna be nice, yeah, man.
That's a wicked lineup.
Yeah, man, it's just a nice lineup. You got people from Canada coming out.
Yeah.
You got people from all over the world coming out. So, yeah, man, it's going to be mad.
Yeah, I might have to roll in, might have to bring
Oh, yeah,
some of the
man.
gang and roll
Oh, yeah,
over there,
man.
man. Seriously.
Yeah, man, it's
Seriously.
going to be crazy,
Definitely,
man.
that
Yeah,
sounds
man.
like the place.
It's going to be nice,
Definitely.
man. Yeah, man. So, working on a lot of things this year,
Yeah,
man.
and you got mixes out as well, because you do your mixes regular, you know.
Yeah, man. Mix CDs, I mean, you can Google
Yeah.
DJ Genesis Remix, Google me.
People, them, I just want to say this for the record, yeah. I've known this guy for many years, and he's never stopped working.
I see.
He's never stopped working, never. He's been working year after year, passionately dedicated to the music
Truly.
and the art form of the music. So it's a very pleasure to have you up on this show, brother. And it's not no bias thing, just because you're my brother, because he's a man. I observe the whole scene.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I only I like to work with people who are hardworking and as passionate about it as myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I know where you come from. I've known you from a long time, and I know you're that guy.
Yeah, man.
Certified, you know what I mean?
man.
So DJ Genesis.
And likewise, that's why, like, excuse me, I pay a lot of respect to a lot of the elders that come before me as well. Because I've learned a lot, and that's where it's come from, you know what I mean? And anyone that comes into the music business should do the same. They are to learn. You know,
Pay homage to the
You
greats.
pay homage, but you also learn.
You learn. You
You know what I
learn.
mean? I used to go to dances and just listen.
Just listen. How much of that we do?
Yeah? Don't say a word. I might hail up the people them that I know, socialize a little bit, but I'm learning. I'm just listening to bass.
A great listener is a great learner. I see you from a young age in them dances.
Yeah, man.
I see you humble. Like
Yeah,
the
man.
key to your success and your career as well is humble.
Yeah, man.
Humbleness.
Yeah.
You've been very humble.
Yeah, man.
You've always showed respect to the people them around you. Like it's priceless. Cause
Yeah,
you
man.
see them things there's priceless
Yeah,
in
man.
other business.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Priceless.
It's needed.
Needed. So that's why. Let me get into topic number one.
Man.
So topic number one, obviously you're familiar with the war that's been going on recently, and like topic number one's like it's competitiveness. Is it healthy for the sport? Who is actually competing and who's just hating on their social media? Like who's actually got talent competing? Alright, like what's your thoughts? Let me just get straight into it, yeah, man. What's your thoughts on M-Flop the rap?
Alright. Let me just give you the overview, innit?
Yeah.
The final overview, because it's been about how much months now. So, like, in the beginning, I did link up with him. I met him at one dance that my brethren did keep.
Yeah.
And we were reasoning. And I ain't gonna lie, like, the reasoning was blessed.
Yeah.
You get me? Like, the reasoning was blessed. It was grounded.
Yeah.
It was blessed. And then from there, he come into my radio show.
Yeah.
The radio show was calm.
Yeah.
Everything was blessed.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, because
And
he come on your radio show.
Yeah. He come to my radio show. You know what I mean? So the show was calm. Everything was blessed. And then like a song came across.
Right.
And obviously I've heard his other work. And I said to him, your engineer needs to sort you out a little bit.
Yeah, I was hearing that as well.
I said your engineer needs to sort you out a little bit.
Giving him some positive criticism.
Yeah, because at the moment the vocals are left, right, padding out, you get what I'm saying? So I'm saying like, yeah. So anyway, cut long story short, a dub's come across. I said, blood, I cannot play this song because...
Oh, you give you a dub play?
Yeah. So a dub come across, and I said, like, I cannot play this because the vocals are the same way. If you can just sort it out, then...
Mix it better, right.
I never heard nothing back. So, anyway, now I'm seeing the whole lead up now to the whole white on white crime and this whole crime business and this whole war business. And like, when you go into talking about competitiveness, yeah, it's good for the sport, but know your role in the situation.
Thank you.
Know your role in the situation, and if you're gonna see a loophole, or if you think there's a loophole there, then aim at it in a kind of strategic way that is smart. It makes sense.
Yes, musical sense. Yeah.
Man, I'm just doing things that don't make sense, and I don't understand it.
I'm glad it's just not me one.
I don't understand it, you know what I mean? And it's not even like man are doing things and it's part of as a joke. The man kind of understand like, cool, it's a joke. Yeah. You know what I mean? But man's taking the thing serious. When I take a thing serious, listen to what other pioneers are saying around you. Yes. And take it on board.
Yeah, and learn from it.
You know what I mean? But you're running with this hype. And to me personally, it's running into a pitfall trap, and I don't like to talk about people personally because music is for the world.
Absolutely.
Like I said to you on the phone, music is for the world, it's not just for we. Yeah. It's not just for the ends. You know what I mean? So a man just gotta know what they're doing, innit? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just that, innit? Like, man's gotta know what they're doing in this game.
Like what? Like I think before the podcast was that you were saying like he's not an artist.
That as well.
Yeah.
Again, it goes back to like where the seriousness lies and where the joke lies. Yes. What he's doing right now, that is not artistry. I'm sorry.
No, it's not. That was my problem. That's why I went for him, because I've been seeing the buffoonery for years. I think I was the first person to see it.
And that's the wickedest thing. I didn't know there was a history there.
Is it there? Believe me.
You said it.
Yeah.
And the live one day, and I said, "Oh, Scene, are you take him in?"
Yes. I was introduced. It was a mutual friend.
Scene.
Like, I don't know, dude. I don't know him at all. He's from the Isle of Sheppey somewhere. I don't know. I got introduced to him, and like, that's how I met him, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing, like when I first met, I thought, okay, you don't have to. Not everybody has to be a cup of tea. True. You just take it. We don't judge people in this business. We're not here to hate people. No. Like, we go through so much hate in this business to be where we are. Like, the last thing we're gonna do is hate people and judge people. But then there's a thin line when you feel like you're taking the piss out of what we do professionally and passionately. And we, you know, that's why I watched the buffoonery for years. But it wasn't. This is before it went viral. So at this point, I'm like, oh, this is absolutely ridiculous. But no one don't know about it, so it don't matter. Do you understand what I'm saying? So like, this is it, like literally. So like, I was like, no one don't know about it, so it don't matter. When the viral thing happens now, and you know what, he's trying to act like he's an artist. Like, that's what annoyed me. Like, because if that's, like, I said it to somebody once, I said, if that's dancehall, I said, if he's a dancehall artist, I might have to consider leaving dancehall. Because I can't, because that's not what I come in dancehall to be with.
Of course.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, that's the standard. The standard of dancehall, what I know in my head is way too high to have some bullshit like that.
Of course.
Even calling themselves a dancehall act in this country. Of course. Like, seriously. I grew up off of Smiley culture. I grew up off of some great, like R.I.P. Smiley culture. Some real original English MCs. Who, like, they inspired me to be the artist I am today. Straight. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, so like, I want to see the level rise. Straight. And I see the grime doing good. I see hip hop doing good. And I'm looking at the genre that I love the most, dancehall. And
because this is the issue now. This is where it lies. I like how you mentioned like grime and a lot of artists in grime are doing well. This is why. Let me see why grime is doing well right now, and a lot of artists are doing well in grime. Yeah. Because they're following the pattern. Yes. Yeah. They're listening to what the foundation man are telling them, and they're following the pattern.
Their tunes are good, man. Their tunes are good.
Because they're listening. There's a form of respect there.
You wouldn't have to tell any of them grime man to mix back their vocal. Like what you have to tell him.
There's a form of respect though.
There
see what I'm saying?
Of course.
It all
For the
starts with the
artistry.
respect.
For the artistry.
From there's respect, you know, you can gain maximum levels of quality. But from there's no respect, a man's not giving you no quality. So the young youths them that are coming up in grime are listening to the foundation man them and being taught and trained, so to speak, through the music that they've been putting out over the years. Now, in contrary to that now, there's no respect in dancehall. There's no respect in dancehall music. Yeah? There's minimum respect in dancehall music.
You're right.
Who's listening to who? From who wants to do their own thing? Tell me.
What do you mean, like, who's listening to who?
In terms of, even in Jamaica right now, not for the young artists then. They don't really dig back into the history of dancehall, you know.
No, I've noticed that.
And I've heard a lot of them say...
Is that breeding content for these little mugs like the rat and the fish, for them to feel like them can do the same thing?
Because the internet's making it so easy.
This is the problem.
Because the internet is making it so easy. But this is why I say, and you said a while ago, that the podcast thing is good.
Yes.
Because we need to reinstate the fact that the depth and the history and the backlog, the catalogue of what's already been done matters and is still important.
Very.
You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if a man's not really too hot right now. It matters, but it doesn't matter. Because the man has his catalogue.
You can't
go on the internet right now and Google up one bag of things.
That's right.
You know what I mean? I'm not the hottest DJ, I'm not the hottest selector out there right now, you know, but you can go on the internet and listen to one bag of music that I've put out over the years. Different genres, different kind of music, just supporting the industry, just supporting the business, giving my input, giving my part, something to put on the table and say, yeah, I'm my part that. You get me? And never come to the table with empty hand and say, yo, I'm looking something. Never. Never. That's why we sit here today and we can talk about our legacy. Yeah, man. Because we're putting the work for the legacy. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? It's not about who's hot now. You got to respect people in the business. You have to respect work rate. Trust me. You have to respect work rate. And that's something that I respect. That's why I put so much of the work in.
So back to the topic, like you said, it's like competitiveness is healthy for the business, but like I had to finish that situation. Genesis. I had to get rid of them guys.
Personally, for you, I don't think there was any competition.
Never.
Personally, for you, obviously you responded on whatnot a rate, but there's no competition. The levels are so different. The levels are so different. You know what I mean? Like we don't even need, we know what you've done. You know what I mean? Them man ain't even done a quarter that, third of that.
We know.
So, you know what I'm saying? So,
not even a third.
The levels are so different, blood.
I know. And I think it's a clown thing when you're just trying to use your, that's what I'm saying. It turns into hate. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's healthy if it is good competitive nature. If it is good artistry. If you can compete with another artist on a musical level, that's good. Do you get what I'm saying? But when it turns into jealousy and hate, and then you're just on your Instagram.
That's where it goes
hating,
stupid, blood.
Putting up pictures of anything you can find. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like when it comes to that, like that's where I say like
I wanna ask, like, even though this interview, you're interviewing me, but I wanna ask you.
No, please, this ain't the interview. It's a podcast.
It's a podcast.
You ask me anything you want to ask me. Podcast.
Artistry and artist business ain't no joke to you.
No joke.
So when a man's posting pictures of like mums and all this thing, blood, like when you first saw that, like what was your initial feeling and thought, blood?
Bro, I'm in a business about music again.
Serious.
When I see them thing there, I don't want business about music again.
Serious.
That's my mother.
Serious.
That's my mother.
That's serious, man.
I'll die. I'll die for that. I got to do time for that.
That's serious, man.
I don't business about music.
That's serious.
I don't business about
very
music.
Very serious, man.
It makes me want to do things I don't even want to talk about.
Serious.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
It's
like,
very serious, man.
It's very serious, my G. And it made me understand. You see, when I saw that, it made me understand the category of people who I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
My brethren, I felt like I had to really to even do like, you see the song?
Yeah.
Because after I don't want to do music again.
Yeah, because it's real. It's not no
Them
joke.
things that make me don't want to do music again, Dan.
It's not
You
no
understand what I'm
joke.
saying? Them things that make me go and do music again. Them things that one. You understand what I'm saying?
Serious, man.
It's very serious. And like, there's no other way I can feel about it. You know? Then what do I do? Deal with the music side of it.
Yeah.
As a professional.
Yeah,
Because I'm a
course.
professional.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
No choice
So I'm a
but to,
professional. And I got no choice but to.
You know what I mean?
So I just deal with it on the professional music side, and then I'll deal with it on the road side when necessary.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to go at someone you've never met. It's just like I've never met that guy. It's like a stranger taking a picture of your family, of my mother, putting it on the, you know what I mean? That's, like, it's a deaf thing. The man don't even understand why my rampage when him I do them thing there.
You know what I mean?
Like, man might listen to my song, I think it's music. It's not music. It's not music. Like, when you do them thing, there's not
You're
music.
going far
And
past
then
the
you've
mark.
gone far past the mark. And
You
it's
know what I
like,
mean?
it made me realise of the people I'm dealing with. It made me realise, okay, it's like, I dish it out, you know. I see. I dish it out, so I have to be prepared to take it.
I see.
But there's levels.
I see.
You understand what I say? Like, I'm the war god.
Correct me if I'm wrong, was that not initiated first?
What do you mean?
The picture
Like,
that he posted,
yes.
was that not initiated first?
What do you mean by initiate?
Did that not come about first?
Yes.
Right.
Of
so
course.
this is my
Yes.
point.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
For no reason.
Right.
For no reason.
You know what I mean?
Because you're trying to, because you see the man, that's like the lowest of the low.
And this is what I'm saying, because you've got that slogan as well, the man thinks,
Yes. Yes.
but it goes back to the levels.
You ever see me post a picture
Check
of
the
someone?
levels.
You ever see me post a picture of someone's mum?
You're not going to do that, Tugs. You're not going to do that. But this is what I'm saying, check the levels. Man will play with the slogan. But where is the slogan, blood? The slogan's worldwide. Yeah. You got Richie Feelings putting powder on his face, blood. And saying, you get what I'm saying? So man's not checking the levels, blood. Man are just playing. Like they're playing with themselves. Like,
Playing with themselves.
Like, what are you doing, blood?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
You know
What is it? What are you trying to achieve?
I don't get it, blood.
Because it ain't for the fans.
Yeah.
The fans don't even want to see that. Do you understand what I'm saying? The fans want to see something musical, or something entertaining.
You know what I'm saying?
But like when you're doing shit like that, it's just very personal. You're
Right.
trying to get personal with someone that you don't know.
Exactly.
You don't even know this guy. Or you think you know me because you've seen videos of me. Motherfucker don't know me.
Like,
Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, would you run like, so you want to run that risk with me? Fine, you run it.
Crazy.
You run it. You made his bed.
crazy.
He made his bed.
Crazy.
That's it.
Like,
Lie in it,
he's
man.
going to have to lie in it.
Yeah.
And sleep in it. And all them things.
100,000 million% blood.
You understand what I say?
Trust me.
Like, you have to lie in at that. But it shows me the level. It's like dealing with scum.
Yeah.
You're then dealing with scum.
Yeah,
That's when I realised I'm dealing with
Yeah.
low-life pieces of shit.
I know it is.
Nothing to do with music no
It's
more.
puppetism.
People you just want to rip their faces off. People you just want to grab by the hair and like you just want to destroy. Like you just want to really tear them apart.
It's puppetism.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Which nothing to do with, and which takes it away from music.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? And then you realise, oh, but is that and you know when you get the hint in how you, like I get the feeling in me from a long time that I'm dealing with them, but like, I can't confirm it.
Yeah.
But when I see shit like that, it confirms, oh, I was right. You're that guy. You're that low life scum. You're that low life piece of shit. You was always that low life piece of shit. You know,
But this is the
you was
problem in
always
dancehall
that
as
low
well.
life piece of shit.
This is the problem in dancehall as well.
Trying to fool the 1 and 2 people around you that you wasn't.
This is one of the problems.
You know,
in
and that's the
dancehall
thing.
as well.
They would never prosper with that dirty heart there.
Of course.
That dirty heart there, that dirty scummy thing there. You never prosper.
Of course.
You
But
never
this
prosper
This
with
is
it.
what I'm trying to say. Like, mans are trying to take it to the next extreme.
A man will really fuck you up over that.
Of course, 100%. But this is what's happening as well in dancehall, especially. Things are being trying to take into the next extreme.
Yeah.
It's been happening.
I'm comfortable with the
seeing-
next extreme.
But
I'm very
no,
comfortable.
I'm not. That's the thing,
No,
Tubbs.
I'm not. No, I'm not. Look, when I
You
say
know
I'm
why I'm
comfortable, it's
not?
because I have to defend my family.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do whatever it is it takes. But no, I don't get it twisted. When it comes to the music, and I'm not either. Yeah. No, I'm not.
No, I'm not comfortable with it because the thing is now that you're trying to step up to the next thing and go to the next extreme.
That's right.
To please and fulfill some sort of next entertainment. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like the whole Marvin thing. You know what I mean? Like he took the dance level to a next level. You know what I mean? And that's taking it to a next extreme, taking entertainment to a next extreme.
Right.
You know what I mean? It shouldn't gone there, sir.
No.
But because it's gone there, sir, and the entertainment is taking it there, and internet is taking it there,
yeah.
People are trying to live up to it and rise up to it, and there's no need. Because when we check the fundamentals, and when we check to where we're coming from and the heritage, it didn't start like that.
No.
It didn't run like that. Back in the days, 90s tune. You had X-rated tune, yes, but hear the difference. A man's telling you not just what to do in a tugs. A man's telling you how to do it, how to go about it. You know that. Not for them 90s DJs, they were telling you X-rated things, but they were teaching you same time and educating you.
Very true.
None of these artists ain't doing that. They're not educating nothing. They're just chatting shit, blood.
Yes.
That's the truth, blood.
Yeah, it's not gangster shit.
Yeah? No. It's not real either, blood.
It's not real either.
It's not real, and when you hear real music, you know real music.
You know real music.
You hear it. You feel it. You know what I mean? So that's the truth. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, if you check the history, man, if you're going to be an artist, if you're going to be a selector, if you're going to be the DJ, do your research, do your homework, do some preparation.
But we're living in a world where people just go on their phones and act the fucking idiot and try to do these things.
But again,
and try to test people's patience.
This is why it goes back to the thing where you said it separates the man from the boys. We leave those at school who don't know what they're doing.
Absolutely. Which is where I left them.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We leave those at school who don't know what they're doing. They take time to learn.
Yeah.
When we go on and learn already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they're to learn from the ones who's learned already and listen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just the levels, man. It's the history. Like, I pay a lot of respect to my history, and I never forget the ones who was really there and the ones who I was learning of. You know what I mean? Without have to reel off no names, but they know who they are. I was around a lot of man. You know what I mean? That was doing things, and I just learned. You know what I mean? And that's how I'm here today doing my thing. You know what I mean? I'm putting my part in the business and making my input, you know what I mean? And making my stamp.
Not like, none of them people that, everyone in that thing is just full of the wrong, they're just hating.
Yeah. There's no morals,
no
principles.
No principle, no music, you know?
You've got to have a reason to do something.
Yes.
And the reason has got to be beneficial to the situation, innit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't just wake up one day and say, I'm going to make a diss tune for the man there.
Yeah.
Why? When you look 5 days, 10 days, a year from now, what is that doing for your career?
What is that doing for your career?
You know what I mean?
What is that doing for your career?
What is it doing?
And what did you do?
And what is it going to do? Is it going to tarnish you?
Yes.
Or is it going to build you?
Yeah.
Man's not checking it.
Yeah.
Man's just
if
jumping
you
up.
notice, the two that tried to answer killed themselves. The worst things you could do is try to release a record against my record. You've lost already. Like before, you understand what I'm saying? Because you know the levels are so different.
Yeah.
So you've actually let the people them to put up your record in comparison to my record.
Yeah.
Oh, great. And you've lost straight away. But not only have you lost, but you let people look into you and it does tarnish them for life.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
It tarnished them for life.
Especially if you're going to come out the woodworks as well.
Yes.
You know what I mean? If you haven't put out a tune for so long and then...
And then come out the woodwork.
You come out the woodwork. Yo, you better be a firework, bro.
You better be a firework.
See?
You better be a firework. You better be a motherfucking firework to come out the woodworks like that. You better be a motherfucking firework. You get me?
When Ice Kid come out on that Red Bull Culture Class stage, it was a firework. He never come out half-hearted. He never come out weak-hearted. He come out firing. Like, like he first come out. You know what I mean? When you see little things and you notice little things stick with you. You know what I mean? So, yes. You know real, recognize real.
Yes.
It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
So, like, overall, do you think, like, in this climate with these up and coming artists, then be like competitiveness is not even for them because they haven't even got to the level of professionalism. You have to become professional at what you're doing.
Yeah.
You have to master your own art at least before you can decide to be competitive with an next man.
Well, in terms of that, yeah, there's a
like even you as a DJ, if you can't select or mix good yet, and don't know, you ain't got your ting lot, ain't got your juggling them lot, ain't got your dubs, ain't got your jingles, ain't got certain things to put you even in comparison with a hot DJ out there, then you've still got to work on your art a little bit.
But the wickedest thing now, in the day and age that we're living in, there's a thing called work smart.
Work smart.
Yeah? It's not just work hard anymore, you know.
Okay.
They have a thing called work smart.
How that go?
See? And because of the whole internet business, this allows you to kind of work smart now. Back in the days we're coming from...
I hear you.
Right? Back in the days we're coming from cassette days. We're coming from vinyl days. I'm a man that probably spent a third of my life, quarter of my life burning CDs. Yeah, yourself as well. Yourself as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah? Nowadays, we don't have to do that.
No, see the burner, yeah?
Nowadays, we can go online, we can receive our music, we can also go online and learn things. Back in the days, we had to go out there and experience things to learn.
Yes.
So it took time. Time was the master back then.
Yes.
Because we really had to experience it. We had to be in that moment. You would hear about it.
Very well spoken.
Yeah,
Very
you would
well
hear
spoken.
about it, but you wasn't getting that experience. If a man tell you about last man standing, a man tell you about young man standing, all them new raves there, blood, it wasn't the same feeling if you wasn't there. It wasn't the same feeling if you wasn't.
That's how I started my career.
If you wasn't at Rex them days there and a man's telling you about it, it wasn't the same feeling. You wouldn't get it. You had to be there. Now you can go on fucking YouTube, blood, and watch any dance you want to watch.
And pretend,
any country.
and pretend you did it.
And pretend you was there, blood. Bring up your brethren tomorrow, yo, blood. I was in Trinidad last week, blood. Mad thing, blood. Yo, I'ma soon fly out again. You see it? Yeah?
It's true.
I saw the internet turn people mad nowadays, blood. But when you're coming from a different age, or even if you do your research, because the internet is allowing you to, there's a backlog, you can do your research. You get what I'm saying? If you use your brain and you use your head, you can do your research and then you can come in the game and articulate yourself away.
That's right.
That's work smart.
That's work smart.
You get what I'm saying?
That's work smart. Doing your research.
Yeah.
And appreciate it.
Yeah.
Because the internet is there.
It's there.
To do that.
It's there.
So it's how you enhance it, but enhance it.
We never had them things back in the days.
We never had them things.
So
we
that
had
was
to
the
do it
difference.
ourselves. You know, like, it's mad when you say that, fam. It's mad when you say that because I feel the same. Like, I've done so many things that if you, like, people just won't understand because they wasn't with me and you wasn't there. You know, in our music, like what you said when you're going back to Stratford Rex and thing, and my career goes back to some very tough places in Jamaica where I was walking around with firearms and doing very crazy things and going in every little gully and trench and performing, and you wouldn't even know if you weren't there with me and getting fucking everything. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like I remember being on stage and nearly getting shot off at the stage because I had a shootout in the fucking dance. Like, do you understand? But no, man wouldn't understand what that felt. In downtown Kingston, running behind the speaker boxes for your life, trying to perform one tune and then you're behind the speaker box dodging bullets. Like, like people you wouldn't, a man wouldn't understand.
They wouldn't understand.
Them not gonna understand it. So even when them go up on Blood Clot YouTube and find something that look like it, they ain't gonna bamba clot realise what it was like to be there and do it. You know what I mean? And actually do this thing. And like what you said, dance after dance. And we had to be there. There was no internet. Then you had to be part of it. You know what I mean? That's why I'm saying, like, I'm part of this motherfucking culture. Embedded in it all over the world. I've worked my life through it. And I know you have as well. I know you have as well, Twister. We're part of this, Twister. And Genesis, we're part of this. It's us. So like that's why we got this thing. That's why I'm glad to have this podcast to talk to the people. Them, I make them know certain things Because this is the foundations of it. We're telling you nothing but the gospel motherfucking truth. Do you understand what I'm saying? We're telling you the real shit. And when you hear us get upset and passionate about stuff, it's because we care. And we've experienced it. And we've come a long place.
Yeah, man, come
a long, risky road to be where we are now.
Yeah, man.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, long bum buckle risky road, King.
And even for myself, like, obviously, what are you? I come into this game very, very young, like, trying to come into some dances where I should never be.
Yeah.
Yeah? Man's on 17, 18, going into over 30s, blood. Yeah? And I'm just slipping in, blood, because I just want to learn.
How old are you now, fam?
I'm touching 30 now.
See, I know you're younger than me.
Yeah.
And you know, it's mad because...
I'm 30 next month.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're just 6 years younger than me.
Yeah.
You know, it's mad because not many people your age have got your sense.
Yeah.
Not many people your age has got your...
Yeah.
No, I'll tell you that now, because like me, and I've been around, that's why, like, you're a different breed from rare breed. Rare breed, I'll tell you that now, because like a lot of people, like, you was around me a long time ago. You was very young.
I swear, very, very young.
You was very young. But you never come across young.
Yeah.
You know why he's humble all the time?
Yeah.
And you learn from day one, always learn.
And growing up, a lot of my friends was always older than me.
Yes, I was like that as well.
Always.
I grew up with older people.
Always older than me. Even like, again, going back to family members in the industry as well. They was well older than me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I was like 18, 19, powering with mans like 30 odd, blood.
I remember.
You know what I mean?
Even when you was around me, everyone around you was...
Yeah. Double my age almost.
Double your age almost.
You know what I mean? Touching, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, and I just learned, you get me? It's just a learning process, blood. Like, just a learning process, blood. Being on the roads and being here, being there. You just learn, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we was on the road heavy them times.
Heavy. Well, look, like, you know what it was? I'll be honest with you. It was a thing called, I remember, I used to call it in the streets.
Yeah.
You know why I used to call it in the streets? Because if you weren't in the streets, you weren't doing nothing.
I'm serious, yo.
You weren't in the streets. That's what I'm saying. Like, my in the streets started in Jamaica.
Yeah.
And I learned that saying in the streets in Jamaica, because like my first manager, Gaddafi, used to say it's in the streets, you have to be in the streets. And we used to be in the streets, and it's the same in England, you have to be in the streets. And we control the streets. We are the streets. We built this thing upwards from the streets to who we know on the streets. It's in the motherfucking streets, in every little party, all around the place. Like, so it's almost amazing how we've seen it unfold to this internet era. It's seen it unfold to this era of internet and social media.
And Tubbs, it just goes back to like one of my another sayings that I always like to say, like, I pick sense from nonsense.
Yes, me too.
You know what I mean? And like we know what's real and what's not real.
Yeah.
And we just take the sense and we use the sense and we use it for what it's needed to be used for, and just leave the nonsense alone. You know what I mean? And it's just that. We just filter everything.
That's what it is. That's exactly what I do.
You know what I mean?
You make sense out of nonsense. Leave the nonsense alone. Take up on the sense.
Yeah, man. That's what it's about, man.
Real talk, man.
That's what it's about. Yeah, man.
So yeah, I'm going into topic number 2.
Man.
Yeah, so topic number 2. I know you've been around the grime scene for a long time as well. We've got a grime foundation DJ in the house today.
Of course.
As well. We got DJ Twister, more fire.
Every time.
So, but like, what my question is, topic rather, is drill taking over grime?
Nah.
You don't think so?
Nah.
No?
Nah, because...
I'm talking about English drill now, not American drill.
Nah, it's not taking over though.
No?
You see me, I don't know, maybe it's just my personal view here, because you see me, I'm a creator in it, so I see room for everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
You get what I'm saying? I see room for everything.
Yeah.
And I just think drill just got its own fan base, and grime still got a good fan base.
Good point. In my point.
Drill's a growing genre.
But what I'm saying here now is that it's like the younger youths, like they seem to be wanting that because the beats all grime to me. Even when they're not spitting grime, blood, it's grime. But is it me or is like the younger youths seem to be picking up on this more drill style? On the beat tempo's the same, you know. Was it 145, right? 140.
It's the same.
All the beats, yeah, there's no 140.
Yeah.
70, 140, same thing.
It is, yeah.
Same thing.
It is.
It's exactly the same thing, but they're spitting different on it. And what I'm seeing is like the new. I'm hearing grime. Of course, I was at your show the other day, Twister. I hear grime all the time. I hear the DWEs. I hear the, you know what I mean, the Wileys. I hear Jammer put out a new project the other day. I hear grime all the time, but like they're from like the veterans, if that makes sense. So that's what when I say as drill taking over grime, is it like the more the youth and the style on the rhythm doesn't seem to be grime style. It's more like drill.
Yeah, because obviously
like trap. You understand what I'm saying? More like the UK drill. It's gang shit.
Yeah.
With the mask and that. Do you understand? Yeah. Not even if it's with the mask, but that just that UK gang drill stuff.
Yeah. But to me, it's like it's a generational thing as well, isn't it?
Exactly.
It's a generational thing. And
I believe so.
That's a big part that plays in it, you know what I mean? So every generation grows with a music of that time. You get what I'm saying? Like, again, it goes back to that same what we were saying before. If you wasn't in that time, then you wouldn't really know the experience or the feeling. So what's happening now is that the younger generation that's coming up, they are relating to this drill music.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? They're relating to it because it's a lot of things that's happening on the road. It's a lot of things of what they're talking about in the music, in the lyrics.
But is that grime?
That's grime. But again, every generation, you know what I mean, has a new culture, so to speak, as well.
Yeah, but is it grime if it's? Do you understand what I'm saying? It's grime because it's on grime beats.
Yeah.
But is it?
Overall, it's grime.
You think so?
But the subgenre is drill.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So overall, it's grime
because they're split off beat drill.
Yeah.
Like, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you know what it is? See when grime was first at its, when we first tried to come in the scene.
Yeah.
When Gabbage was big, they was looking at grime music like, what's that?
It is grime.
Yeah.
It is grime.
This is like the new grime in their own.
Yeah, it is grime.
Enough in them circle.
It is grime.
Remember we had our grime and it was hard for us to get in.
Yeah.
Like we were saying the other day, who invented grime? Who said the grime?
Who said the grime? Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you see how hard it was for grime to get through back in the day.
Yeah, it's the same for them.
It's the same for them.
So they create their own song.
Yeah.
Like G saying, it's the.
It's a subgenre, for the culture, for the generation. For that generation.
Yeah.
I know it's coming under. I know it's coming under the grime bracket, obviously, because it's on the grime beats. But because it sounds so drill infused, like the influence from it doesn't seem to be coming from the godfathers of grime, like Wiley.
Yeah.
Like.
But do you know what it is? It's not grime. I'll take that. I'll take that back because grime is that. It don't sound like a spooky tune.
That me I try to say.
Yeah, in that sense, it's not grime.
It's like rap grime.
Yeah, sound-wise, it's not grime.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying?
It's like southern hip-hop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where it was coming from. Where it was coming from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because that's the style they're sort of putting on these rhythms.
But because...
The rhythms are still 140.
Yeah.
But they're spitting...
But guess
the
what
style is not... I don't know if I can call that style grime.
See me as a selector, yeah? And you got English music like that, we're gonna put it in a grime catalogue, blood. Yeah. Because it's got Englishman on it, blood. Yeah, it's got Englishman on it. So a man's gonna put it in a grime catalogue. Overall, if it goes in a chart somewhere, an award ceremony somewhere, it's gonna be catalogued under grime. Yeah, under the grime section of the grime award. Yeah, that's what's gonna be looked at worldwide on a world scale. You get what I'm saying?
I know.
If it's gonna be a US man on it, then they're gonna say drill, because that's originally where it's coming from.
Yeah, I hear you.
So they base it down to the
6-7
drill.
They're drill. They're drill. But when it comes,
they wouldn't put that as grime.
Of course not.
No.
Because when they go on the grime beat, they sound completely different.
Yeah.
They can't handle a grime beat.
Yeah.
You
I can imagine. Now. They can only handle their tempo, their style.
But man will say that who understand it.
Yeah.
Man in fucking Yugoslavia somewhere and hearing it, he's just saying, yo, it's grime.
Yeah.
Because you get what I'm saying, that's what the overall genre is from this country.
Yeah, that's what they're hearing.
In
so
that side.
They're gonna class it as
when
that.
they're hearing the lyrics, that's what they're listening for as well. They're listening for what the man's saying. You know what I mean? And it's English lyrics, it's English translation.
It's becoming a bit mix up.
It's mix up. It's
like,
mix up.
because like 6-7 ain't grime.
Because that's American music.
But then, but if they're gonna be looking at 6-7 abroad as grime, then that's confusing.
Yeah.
Right or wrong?
Yeah.
But then it can also be seen as hip hop as well.
I mean, I'm not saying it's
in a
good.
worldwide translation.
It's UK music, all good.
Of course.
So it's from the UK.
100%.
It's positive. I just like the whole, like, I'm like, basically, let me just get into the next topic to define it. Who is the topic number 3 is who, and it's about dancehall as well, but let me just get into the grime side of it first while we're on the topic.
Yeah.
Who is the new, young, up-and-coming grime artist then? That's topic number 3. In sense of, alright, when I say new up-and-coming grime artist, I remember Chipmunk when he came out. Chipmunk was the hot new sensation. Yeah?
Yeah, man.
Agreed?
Yeah, man.
He was. Chipmunk was and Chipmunk's style was fathered from people like Wiley. You could hear, when we first heard Chipmunk, we'd say it was an exciting new grime artist.
Yeah.
Same with even Tiny Temper. Yeah. Maybe not Tiny Temper, Tinchy Strider. Tinchy Strider, yeah? And a few more that at the time as well were coming out as new, and you could hear where their influence was. Even the other year we had Bugsy versus Chip. Now Chip was obviously out. Chip's no longer a newcomer. Chip's now a veteran because he's been out for quite a few years. Bugsy comes along a couple of years ago with as a brand new grime artist, and you can hear where his style is grime. Now we're in 2018.
Excuse me.
Like what we were saying, is drill taking over grime. Who's the new? Where's the new Chip? Where's the new Bugsy? Because every new artist I'm hearing is sounding drill.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so where's the people sound like DWD? I think there's there's one guy who's got like who's appreciated the veteran flows. You know, like, you can hear where their influence is from. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, we heard where Chip's influence from, so and he was the new grime act. Who's the new grime act now then? That grime style. I'm talking about grime style now. Who's the new hot grime artist? Who's the new Chip then? Because Chip was the hottest grime artist when he came out, young. He's no longer, he's now an old artist. Bugsy was the hottest grime artist when he came out. And this ain't too long ago. Now, the new ones that are coming on the grime, they're sounding like drill artists.
Don't get me wrong, there's new grime artists as well.
There's got a lot of them coming.
Is there?
Yeah.
Like, you probably like, they've got a guy called Suavo.
I've heard of Suavo.
Yeah.
I heard of Suavo.
He's new.
Yeah.
But he's not new, if that makes sense.
And he's got
like,
that, he's hard, he's got that original grime style, isn't he? I like that,
You see what I'm saying?
Is there enough of them though?
There is, but you see now how grime is, they're put in categories.
I don't want to sound biased.
Go on.
Big up Dizzle Kid.
Big up Dizzle Kid.
Yeah, I'm just about to say.
Yeah, like, he's like, for me, like grime right now, like, he's the artist for me right now that's pushing boundaries all the time.
Yeah.
Not just,
see with this,
not just from now. Not just from now.
He's not a new
like, not just from now, like, from a long time, man. He's the man like myself, like, empowers a lot of people in the scene. You know what I mean? Like, and it can be seen as a good thing and a bad thing, cause you're giving man strength.
Yeah.
You get me? But it's a good thing, because at the end of the day, when you strengthen the scene, you also strengthen yourself.
Of course you do.
You can't be one man strong.
No.
And the scene's not strong.
No.
You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
So for me, as a man, seeing a man strengthen and always pushing other artists as well as himself, big up Dizzle Kid. And I said it to him on the phone the other day. I said, blood, you're one of the artists that I see all the time on stage, Insta, socially, like, you just strengthen mans. You get me? Like, and it's good. It's needed. You know what I mean? It's needed. Like, you know what I mean? I've seen a lot of artists come around.
He's got material. He's got some new material out.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
People go check out Dizzle Kid.
Yeah, man.
YouTube,
check out his work,
Spotify.
man. Check out his work. You get me? This and That launch coming. Thursday 26th, he's got his launch.
Wicked.
Thursday 26th, Inside the Mustache Bar, Twisters on that.
Wicked.
You know what I mean? So yeah, make
26th
sure
of this
of April.
April.
Yeah, so everyone who's watching right now, go get your tickets for that shubs.com as well. You get me? Yeah, man. So like right now, like I'm just focusing on like the circle, man. And
no, definitely.
just focusing on who's around and
yes, you have to do that. You have to like this is the whole link up.
Yeah.
Like how we've even linked up as well.
Yeah.
And this ain't gonna be a one-off because we're gonna come to the show. It's all
Of
about
course.
that movement. I think it is about as much as the podcast, but we all link up and take it in the streets. It's more like we used to, as much as we can. Because we haven't got the Stratford Rexes and the certain things. But you know what? Because we're here, we're still healthy, give thanks. We're still working hard as ever. So we gotta make as many things happen within the circle as possible and do these things. I know, like even just was talking about events. I know you're heavy in the promotion as well. But like, you know, I know like the man come to my yard with flyers. I say, you know, he's serious. Like, come on, man. The Cardi Dubai weekend, the 26th to the 30th of April in Dubai. Like,
turning up in Dubai next month.
In Dubai next month, you get me? So you come to, and like, the people are usually just selling flyers on the Instagram and shit like that. Like, you actually come with your flyers. I like that.
No, I told a man today, like, you can't rely on social media.
No, you can't. I still press CDs. I still burn CDs. I have
need to do things in the physical form.
I still need physical form CDs. It's like we came into the business like that. I used to drive, like, you remember my car was full up, my whole boot was just full of CDs and posters, and that's how we used to drive around all the time.
Market to market.
Market to market. Store to store. Dance to dance.
Music. And when I was selling the fish, we had music.
Yeah, we had music.
You see?
Yeah.
He's trying to music now. See?
No more chat for the fish. Pull up on your ends, give him shot for. Matic. No, when I look no fish, man. Some boy real fishy, man. You eat oats?
How does a man say?
Tell me.
How does a man say that he doesn't like English?
Oh, well, I know, man. I want to stop the podcast. Get the fuck out of here.
Lava!
Yo, get the fuck, yo, them sewer right there, man.
I swear.
Yo, them man, they forgot fall up under something here, man.
This is what I'm saying, man. Like,
King, man.
Yo.
What's the matter with oats?
Blood. Like, that we grew up on, you know,
that we grew up on, man.
Yo, if we never eat with oats and banana, you think we can get up from the table, blood?
You have to eat them whether you like it or not.
Blood.
If you can get up from the table, fam. Blood, and go to school or anything like that.
Easy. So for a man to jump up on internet and slur.
I don't like oats. Yo, believe
I swear, blood.
Yo, you know what? That's the thing. Like,
but again, it's funny, innit? It's comedy, innit? It's comedy to me. Like,
no, definitely.
Whenever taking it it's funny.
No, that never fails.
Hilarious.
That never fails to amuse.
It's just comedy.
I'll remember that forever.
It's fun when we laugh. It's fun.
Now I'm looking for an old.
And we're supposed to laugh. Yeah. Right. We're supposed to laugh because
you're supposed to.
It's
fucking funny.
Right. So,
funny as fuck.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man. Yeah. Who's the hottest new dancehall artist?
Ooh. Hottest dancehall artist right now.
New. Or like even the hottest dancehall artist right now?
Right now? Boy, you got Governor coming up. You got Governor.
Yeah.
J.O.P. But
Governor, what's that artist?
No, so Governor is Idonia's.
Idonia's crew, sorry, Governor Idonia artist. Sorry, J.O.P. Sorry, mix up.
Yeah, man.
Who are full type artists?
Fully bad.
Fully bad.
Fully
bad. That's right, fully bad.
Yeah. I heard he's creating some nice still.
Yeah, I heard him still.
He's creating some nice still, and I got some of his tracks still.
Yeah.
And no doubt.
He's in the streets out there. He's putting in the work.
Yeah, man. He's in the streets, man. Yeah, man. There's a lot of artists putting in work, man. And that's what I love about Jamaica, man. There's just so much.
But like, I'm kind of upset with like, what's the hottest song of the year? Dancehall.
For last year.
This year. What's the hottest song of the year?
It's Breeze. So far it's Breeze. Idonia, Governor. Breeze. That's one of the hottest. We're talking about fresh, hot tunes.
Yeah, Breeze. Yeah,
that's one of the hottest, and obviously you got your baby.
It's a hot song, and you know what it's like.
But it's an up and coming hot song.
The song bad, you know.
Yeah.
The song's hot in Jamaica.
Yeah.
It's hot in Jamaica. I know the song.
Yeah.
But it hasn't really, like, compared to this time last year, I think we had more hot dancehall hits.
Yeah, yeah.
Am I wrong?
Most definitely.
You know what I mean? So,
Most
I wonder what I'm going. Like, I'm not hearing, this time last year, there was hot hits out there on the dancehall scene, fresh.
Yeah.
This year now, I'm hearing songs, good songs.
Yeah.
Breeze are one of them.
Yeah.
Nothing that's really, I don't know, and usually by March, you know.
What you're saying is there's nothing that's really resonated.
No big juggling, no big rhythm, no big dancehall song. Yeah. It's kind of upsetting me because you see by March, see dancehall thing, you know how the dancehall year go.
Yeah.
Because we don't know Christmas, like,
of
you
course.
have Sting, and we never had Sting, but we usually have Sting, and then things reset in January, and then you have the hottest song for January, and then you see by February, you have a song that's gonna be like one of the bangers for spring or summer.
Of course.
Now you say like Breeze obviously had the potential to be one of them.
Yeah.
But
I reckon that's the one for the summer still.
Yeah, I reckon so as well, because there doesn't seem to be much else.
Yeah, there's only, This is
the thing.
It's tearing up the place, but
you
know what I mean, that's been going on for some time now. And I just think, again, because like internet has made it so easy, people are not really taking time to really respect the music.
This is the thing, so like,
so
I'm wondering, you know what, is that way it is, Genesis? Because like, the whole form of, like, the song, I was seeing the format of how the song is bussing. Dancehall me I talk now.
Yeah.
How a dancehall song I got bust.
Yeah.
You know, this day and age, because a certain amount of years ago, you rely on certain selectors, Stone Love, to play the song in the dance, start popping off. From Stone Love, play the song, every fucking selector want the song. From certain selector, play the song, everybody in the world want the fucking song. When people like Mataran, Firelink, Stone Love, if them three alone, I play the song, then in a matter of no time, every other selector will follow.
True.
And that's how songs were busting.
True.
Along with good promotion, video and whatever, and the artist running around doing his stage show work and promotional work, of course. Now, I've seen it, the selectors obviously still play a major part of it. Because that, to me, a song still has to bust on the dance hall. I don't give a fuck how hot the song is on the net.
Of course.
If it's not banging in the dance hall, it don't mean nothing.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean? I see there's a lot of songs on the net that might have millions of views because they might have paid for the views, or they might just be popping for whatever reason. They might have some hot models or good video or something to get it, the views, but the song's not playing in the clubs. That's not a hit.
Yeah, of course not.
You know, a hit to me has to be an all-round hit, clubs, video, everything all over. So is it because the selectors do you think the selectors are holding the same weight in busting a song? In a dance hall?
Yeah, they're all the same. Well, nah. Yes and no.
Yeah, I hear you. I would say the same.
Yes and no, because people.
I never want to say no because I rate this.
Because here what I go on now.
That's the original format.
You see, a lot of people now, again, going back to the internet thing, a lot of people now are finding their own way through what they like. They're really tapping into what's going on, and the internet is allowing them to do that. So a lot of tunes, what people are listening to, are not being played in the dance, you know. A lot of tunes, you know. There's a lot of tunes that people listen to, but they're not being played in the dance.
I noticed that. So is it that, because I've noticed the dance
the tunes that are being played and getting bossed in the dance, and the tunes that have been getting exploited, and it's two factors. It's either a classic hit, whether it's new or old, or it's the next extreme. Yeah? I'm telling you. I ain't talking about the artist. Or whatever he is. I'm talking about the next extreme.
Yes, like something stupid.
Yeah. What can you take it to that hasn't been done? You know what I mean? And man's are doing it stupidly. You know what I mean?
That's destroying dancehall.
Yeah, and that's what's destroying.
That's destroying dancehall.
It destroys anything, you know what I mean? Anything you put that to, it will destroy that. You know what I mean? So, at the end of the day, it's about solidifying the realness, isn't it? Like, you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, yes, the selector, the DJ does have the responsibility to still bust a song in a particular way.
I believe so.
You know what I mean? And it can still be articulated that way.
Yeah.
But the selectors, them as well, there's a lot of selectors, and I heard another DJ say it on his podcast the other day.
Yeah.
There's too many shit DJs out there, man.
Too many.
Too many.
Like, bro, it made me lose faith in a lot of selectors. G.
Serious.
Like,
serious. And then it makes...
I'm a sound man. You know where I come from in the business.
Yeah.
selectors are my best friends from day one in this business. I don't think many people have selector friend like you know my selector I know around the world. My career started from giving records to selectors. Like, and I've been in relationships and friendships with selectors and understanding and getting a selector to play your song. I mean, when I see people kind of blame Mataron. You know what I mean? I think you can't blame Mataron, but he was something to do with it still. You see, when Mataron turned artist, well, tell me if I'm lying. When Mataron turned into artist, every selector's mind kind of changed a little bit. Like you started getting a little, like every selector started thinking, oh, I can do that. So you had a point where selectors thought they were artists. Then you had a point where selectors were just trying to, even if they weren't artists now, they were just, I don't know, it's like some selfishness coming at it.
Well, to how I see it, and I don't know,
like some selectors are way too selfish. It's just about them. They're playing the songs. Like, it's not even about the songs no more. It's about them. Like they want to go on. Like all they want to do is go on. Like they're too much, Smudgy. Like it's too much. Like from the artists, but look, I rate selectors that play music. I ain't got nothing over a selector just talking the mic. I like selectors who can host a dance and talk good things from the mic. You know what I mean? But you see too much of the tracing and red and you see when it's too selfishly inclined, where you just feel you are the center of attraction, as like your act. I understand that. I like that. That's entertainment. But what I'm saying is when it's just all about you and then the music suffering, because you're just playing the same. You ain't even trying to. So that's why you ain't even trying to bust an artist. You ain't even trying to play a new artist hot song. You just too worried about you.
I hear that still. My opinion still, like, I hear what you're saying coming from an artist perspective. Coming from a selector's perspective. I mean, I say you know already. No, I fully understand. I fully understand. Coming from a selector's perspective, like, I just feel like there's no limits to the art, man. There's no limits to the art, and if you're gonna do it the correct way,
oh no, then, absolutely. Don't please. I don't want to sound like I'm I want to take it somewhere else. No,
I fully agree. I fully understand what you're saying.
There is no limits to the art at all. I rate selectors that get into producing.
But in terms
I
of
rate selectors in if you can turn into an artist, by all means turn into an artist. I've got nothing against that. If you was some selectors were spitters before they were DJs. Some selectors, I know a lot of selectors they were spitters before DJs. So Charlie Blacks was a selector. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I know Charlie Blacks are a bad artist. Bad motherfucking artist. You know what I mean? Real artist. He was a selector. He's better than most of the artists out there, recording and performing. He's a great fucking artist. It takes that thing, absolutely, the influence and the talent you got. There's no barriers of where you can go as a selector. No, I'm not saying that. But when you got this selfishness in some selectors, then they're not fighting against the artists, really. They're fighting against themselves. Of course. It's not us they're fighting against, even though we will suffer. The artists then will suffer, because we end up bottom of the pile. For them. But it's themselves they're fighting. They don't want you to shine more than them. They don't want this one to shine. They don't want you to shine more.
As a selector as well, like, it's a whole package thing, innit? Like, at the end of the day, like, that's what I said, like, man will come link Tuggy. Cause I like how the thing's been articulated and, you know what I mean? Like, the history's there. Long time Drew. So it's a package thing. Some selectors like myself as well. Like enough artists who want to work and want to play their music and rare.
You must get.
It's hard. It's hard. It's the articulation as well, and it's a whole package.
You go out your way, bro. I've seen you for years, my G. I mean, you've always listened to me. You're an exception. That's why I'm glad to have you up on the show. You've always tried to bust artists.
Always.
You've always given artists a chance. You've never discriminated nothing.
Always.
You even had the rat up in this show before you knew about the oats.
See.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Like you tried. You don't discriminate nothing. You might got take on new music. I mean, know that. One of them. Like, I rate that. What it is you got some selectors that are maybe And you see, if everyone was like you, we wouldn't have a problem.
Because we're trying to
Do you
build the
understand what I'm
scene.
saying? But this is what this is why I
Trying to
rate what
build
you're
the
doing,
scene,
Reggie.
you get
I
me?
rate what you're doing.
Yeah.
I rate what you're doing, and obviously you must get drowned of bullshit as well. So you have to filter through the bullshit.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So you can't play everything.
Yeah.
You can't please everybody.
No.
It's demanding.
Yeah.
It's very demanding. But you see, you're one of the exceptions that actually do. You go through it and you actually do filter it out and will pick up on certain things and will actually endorse certain things.
Tuggawar, there's
There's
man
some
out
guys
there.
that won't do that.
There's man out there
A lot of guys that won't do
with
that.
great talent.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of man
Yes.
out there with great talent.
Mm-hmm.
But to where all them characteristics stay,
Mm-hmm.
their talent won't last.
No, absolutely.
And it doesn't travel very far.
No.
Yeah? There's a lot of artists over the years that I've tried to help,
Yes.
that I've tried to really push them and put their name somewhere.
Oh, me too. Me
You know
too.
what I mean?
know
And
that.
yourself, what you've done it. Twist has done it.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? We've done it. We've really put ourselves on the line.
Yes. We have.
We've put our brands out there on the line. Yeah, this is a brand. I'm a brand. You're a brand. Twist is a brand. Every man is a brand when we're in this business.
Yeah.
We've put our name and our brands on the line for these artists
Many a time.
many a times. And I can tell you from personal experience, 80% of the time, 90% of the time, almost, there's no respect.
No respect.
There's no respect. Prime example.
Yeah.
Prime example.
Yeah.
I went to a dance 2-3 weeks ago. Yeah? I was in the vehicle. Yeah? My cousin's beside me. Fresh from Canada. I see a young selector.
Close that window a little bit. Back up on there.
I see a young selector on the sidewalk. Just on the roadside. I say, youth, where you going? Say, I want to reach at this place. I say, yo, Jumpy. Tuggawar. Would you believe as we reach up at the dance that you jump out the vehicle and run gun and I dance and I even say thanks, I even wait for we I nothing even breeze a dicky bird. Nothing run, just run gun and I party and gone clear. Usain Bolt and gone.
Usain Bolt
I
and
swear,
the-
I'm blind. And I said, Jesus Christ. I said, look at this.
Yeah.
Blood, it's too easy
It's
for
too
man
easy,
nowadays.
yeah.
Man's are forgetting, blood.
It made me lose off of a lot of people. It made me move a certain way in the business. But still, I can't stop from being who I be.
Serious though.
You know, I will never change.
And that won't change me,
Nah,
you know.
won't change me. Like,
Won't
even
change
though
me.
we're not change me.
Nah,
We are
change me.
clean-hearted, good-hearted people. It ain't gonna make, even though
Naturally.
you get some people fuck you over, make you think, you know, that's not me.
Naturally.
That might be them.
Yeah.
Like, what is it? That might be them because it
Yeah.
happened to me many a time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've been through them things there many a time. Many a time. It's
Right.
fucking disgusting.
It's crazy.
It's disgusting.
It's crazy.
The amount of people you try to help
You know what I mean?
and they just spit it back in your face.
You know what I mean?
And then like, and it's really, because you know what it is? This thing called hyenas, my brother.
Yeah.
There's the thing called hyenas. You know,
Yeah.
they're like hyenas. You know, you see a hyena, them come for any little bit of leftover meat after the lion, them yam out the deer, them, and then you see that, and then
Yeah.
the hyena, them will wait for the lion them to go and just go and grab anything they can grab.
I mean, man.
We're like lions.
I mean, man.
We have to feed them. Like, one bag of hyena, them,
I follow it.
I follow it.
Yeah.
We're like lions,
Yeah.
and anywhere we go, and I do the business and I eat with food. One bag of bambuckle of hyenas.
Yeah.
Where you from?
Yeah.
A hyena, them man.
Yeah.
Believe me, them like
Yeah, and
hyenas.
that's why
them,
you
man.
gotta
They're like bloodsuckers.
You gotta watch who you're
Blood
dealing with
suckers.
because
Real
this,
talk.
the term that you just used, bloodsuckers, this is exactly what's happening.
Energy drainers.
A man will try leech when he can leech,
Yes.
and then run on to the next one.
I
Run on to the next
one.
train.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, and jump on to the next train.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what's happening in the business.
Mm-hmm.
A man will reach a part in his career or position in his career where him link you.
Mm-hmm.
Cause obviously he knows you got a bigger status or
That's
your
right.
name's out there
Yeah.
until he can link with the next one. And him gone.
Fuck
You
you
can't
up.
hear
Many a
you
time.
can't hear nothing
It
from
happened
him.
to me from day one. You see, now this music business, and them thing that me I got you from day one. From day one, me I see it from.
Yeah.
From day motherfucking
Yeah,
one. From the
yeah,
first
yeah.
artist I start part with.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's hard to find genuine people in
I'm
that.
not telling you.
You know what I mean?
I'm telling you.
Like I've got like my crew's tight now.
Yeah, man.
You know, I'm very crew. Like
Yeah, man.
who's around me now
Yeah, man.
is article.
Yeah, man.
You get what I'm saying? Like I ain't got like a man's been too much bullshit over the years.
Yeah.
Been through too much. But
Everyone
from day one.
everywhere
From day one. Man will see the green. Like you know, like I've even like I've had artists. I'm an artist. I've had on my label. Tug Movements on my label, you know that since 2008. Do you know how many artists? Do you know what? If I sat down here, my rota's like Bad Boy. I'm like, you know, Bad Boy, Puff Daddy's label. I got a rota like that. Like I had so many artists on my fucking label.
I'm telling you now.
Like I helped. You know that yourself.
Now, that Simply Red cover that came out. You know the tune I'm talking about. What was her name? That did the Simply Red cover.
Oh, Coco.
That was a fucking hit.
Oh, the fucking Simply Red song.
That was a fucking hit, blood.
I
was saying to big up Sir Venom.
Yeah.
I was saying to Sir Venom them time that I used to play that tune there weekly on my
We got so many songs.
Big up Gappy Rider, big up Young Boy Dre and them time there, Have It Live.
You one of the few man to even hear that and get that.
Blood. Man used to spray that tune there weekly on the show. I said, Venom, I said, you see this tune here, blood? Yeah. I said, yo, this is a smash, you know, blood.
I've always been more than the eyes.
Yeah, I know that.
Always been more than the eyes. I don't even boast about what I do behind the scenes, like, because I do a lot behind it. I've wrote for artists many a times. I've produced a lot of stuff. I've built stuff from the ground. Some of my tracks, I've built them from the bass line upwards. I haven't actually played the rhythms, but I've gone to studios, hired out musicians, told them to play this like that. I've had bands. I've done a lot. I've had a bands for about 2 years. I had my own bands for 2 years. Like, I'm very musical. In that sense there, and I love artists. I don't like artists. I love artists.
Straight.
That's why I'm an artist.
Straight.
You know what I mean? So that's why I showed so much love to so much artists over the years. And I've created a lot of great music with different people.
Trust me.
And to me, that's all that matters. Like when I'm in the studio, I just want to make. I know how to make good music.
Straight.
Even if it's not my song.
We know the song.
People will tell you. You know one thing what people will tell you? Fuck my songs. You are some of them dancehall artists out there that's worked with me. You are some of them. The best fucking recording session they ever done in their life was with me.
See.
They know that.
See.
Because I'm different. I'm different.
Yeah, man.
I'm like everything wrapped up in a one.
Straight, trust me.
You understand what I'm saying? Like I learned from the best.
Yeah, straight.
You know what I mean? And I learned to be the best at everything I can do in my own way.
Straight.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Like in all sense. That's why even when I record an artist,
you do it to the best.
See, if I record an artist, I've recorded artists, and then I hear them go to another studio and record.
And it's not the same.
And I'm saying, like when you was recording around here. Because I like real talk. Like,
because it's quality over quantity.
And I've done that with many artists over the years.
It's quality, man.
Many artists over there. I love the music so much. Like, I just want the best for the music.
Yeah, man.
No matter what artist I'm working with. You know what I mean? All we ask for is something like more time doing it for no money as well. Just a little bit of respect and loyalty.
Trust me. Man.
Do you understand what I'm saying? And 99% of the time you don't get it.
True.
You understand what I'm saying? You don't get it. And we still have to plod on in this music industry. We can't stop. We're not going to make some little dirty bad mind people change our ways.
Yeah, man.
You understand me? I say?
That's why me personally, like, I just think about the world, innit?
Yeah, man.
Because the world is full of, there's enough things out there, man. You get what I'm saying? There's enough things to collect. You know what I mean? So when we think about the world, like, we can never, like...
Your production's crazy, by the way.
Respect.
You know what? It's mad because, you know, you've been sending me rhythms for, you know, I want to tell you now on this podcast live. You've sent me rhythms over the years that I haven't voiced, and it's no disrespect to you. I've just been crazy, and I actually feel that me and you got to do, because every rhythm you sent me is hard, you know. It's just when you've sent it to me, you sent me some rhythms to voice, and I haven't actually got around to voicing them because I might have just been in another project at the time and this and that. And I'll just tell you now, like, and every rhythm you send me, I get better and better, you know.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know me, I get rhythms fling at me million miles an hour, and then sometimes, and I'm in process of making my own rhythms, and I buy my own rhythms, and sometimes I have a million different projects. So like, there's a lot of producers, like even now I know there's producers like live waiting for me to voice on the rhythms and shit.
Yeah.
But like your productions is exceptional, and I look forward to do a whole project.
Yeah,
with
no,
you.
respect, man.
Because you done remixes for me once, you remember?
Wow, Wally.
Bomba Clyde, you know what album I remixed for me one time?
The remix thing's mad.
Yeah.
Like and
Yeah, that's when I realized that, because you know what it was? It wasn't just the remix.
Yeah.
It was the mix.
Yeah.
It was the mix.
Yeah.
Because anyone can put a motherfucking remix in it.
Of course.
Anyone can put a vocal on the rhythm and time. That's not rocket science.
Of course.
The overall mix of this these remixes had like a compressor put the back.
Yeah.
If I play you these remixes, I've got them on the computer still. I listen to them regularly.
I still got them myself.
Yo, some of them, he picked some fucking. He put one on the Shine rhythm. He picked the old reggae rhythm for Bazoo Blood.
Yeah.
He done some like, see the rhythms that he picked, and this is back in 2007, I think.
Yeah, early.
It's about 2007. I'm talking about it.
Early.
He done about 10, 12 remixes. I'll give you one bag of acapellas and he remixed them.
Yeah, man.
And they sound like tracks, Twister.
Yeah, man.
I can put them out.
Yeah, man.
Actually, one or two of them we didn't end up give to D. Remember the garage one, the funky house one?
Yeah.
Remember the funky house one? And you gave me 2 mixes of it.
Yeah.
There was one with the intro and one without it, and that one ended up getting. I ended up giving that one out to the DJs. It was banging on the radio.
Man.
It was a Tuggawar on. Yo, he put the Tuggawar on that and give it a Ross mix, you see? Yo, the thing did mad, man. I remember, man.
Yeah, man.
Hard Genesis.
Yeah, man. The remix thing, like again, like as a selector, you have to come with different things to the table.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's so many people calling themselves DJs. There's so many people calling themselves selectors. So when you come in and calling yourself a DJ / selector, you have to come with something different.
Which moves on to the next topic. Topic number 4. What does it take to be the best selector? Right. In the these days. Yeah. What does it take to be the best selector?
Boy, you gotta have style.
Yeah.
You gotta have character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You gotta have skills musically. You know what I mean? You just gotta be a real entertainer, like a real engager.
You have to be, innit?
You gotta be a real engager and be skillful. You gotta be
It's more demanding than ever, isn't it now?
More demanding than ever.
Because it's not just you have to be up with your social media.
Yeah.
You're interacting a lot more with the fandom.
Yeah.
Where once upon a time it was just the phone line. And whoever you see on the road or in the dances. Now it's like one back. But I think for people like me, it was good because we was in the streets.
Yeah.
Yeah, sir.
Like, I don't want to sound big-headed, but like me personally, sometimes I feel like my name's bigger than me, like physically.
Yeah.
Like, you know them way
I know.
Like, even when I'm at home, I'm a different guy. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm family man and my kids and you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, so it's a different person altogether.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, what it takes, you gotta be active.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And you just gotta be active and knowledgeable.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And again, you just gotta be bringing
stuff.
stuff.
You have to be active. Out of mind.
You gotta be active. You gotta be active. People gotta see that you're being active and you're being active. You know what I mean? And that's what's gonna continue your career as well as what you're putting in.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like now, because social media is here, internet is here. Every set I go to, it's got to be a shell. There's got to be nothing less. There's not even no thought of, no, it's got to be half step. No, it's a shell. It's got to be a shell. Or else there's no point doing the booking.
No point doing it, no.
So I prepare.
To shell on any event.
You get what I'm saying? And I prepare for the event. Whatever event it is, I prepare specifically for that event. You know what I mean? That's a real selector.
And just like me, you know, like if I get a particular booking and I'm not saying that booking, I'm gonna be
right. You know the set to do.
The set to do.
Right.
The catalogue's so big, so we go through the catalogue and then we prepare the blood clots.
Right.
Because that's why artist is called DJ.
Of course, guys, selection.
Why do you think that? Why
it's a selection from your catalogue. You get me?
Thank
so
you.
You're a DJ. You're a vocal DJ. You see?
I'm a vocal DJ. It's a selection from my catalogue.
Right.
That is why them call us DJ in a dance hall. Same way. So like artist and selector is so similar.
Yeah, man.
It's so similar.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? And I think it's very important for us to keep that link there. Like, you know what I'm saying? With the artist and selector.
Yeah, man.
I don't believe the business should be done one without the other.
No, none at all.
You understand me? I hate seeing. Bro, that it's the music business, man. And I mean, I don't think the artists them can ever forget the selector them at no time.
Nah, man.
At no
You
time
can't,
at
man.
all, man.
You can't,
no time
man.
at all.
Cause the selectors the ones who are on the road. And now in nowadays it's more than the artists them. So
it is.
because the selectors them are on the road more than the artists them.
They are. They are.
They're being relied on a lot, you know what I mean?
They are relied on a lot.
You know what I mean?
They are
We're relied on a lot. We're relied on, so.
It is. And you know what? Like, I think it's great. Like, this should, like, for the selectors to take a page out of your book, out of Twister's book, and highlight and enhance the artists you feel are righteous for the business and the hard-working artists and talent around you that you got faith in.
Yeah.
Because that's what a selector's about.
Yeah, man.
A selector's about having that ear.
And I ain't taking that away
I mean?
from anyone that shows respect as well. Big up to all the people them that see me in the street, see me in the dances them and show love and respect same way. Respect. Yeah, man.
No, real
We
talk.
don't forget that part there either.
No, real talk.
You know what I mean? So there is still some
respect
people
goes a long way.
Yeah, man. And we never forget.
No.
We never forget, you know what I mean? We never forget those that helped us. You know what I mean? I pay a lot of respect to Sir Venom. Big up Venom.
Yeah, big up Sir Venom. He's worked hard for years.
He's one of the man them that saw me from young. And it was like, yo.
I met you through Venom, didn't I?
Of course.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I did. I met you through Venom.
Yeah,
I remember.
Yeah, man. And also Tapper Dan.
Tapper.
Big up Tapper.
Big up Tapper. It's Tapper. He was Tapper and Venom.
Yeah. And I for big up Tapper, I just keep it 100 and real.
Yeah.
Big up Tapper as well because he's a man that I actually learned this remix thing from. I just keep it 100.
You know what? It's real talk.
Because he's the original
remix. I was going to say that
man.
we have to big up Tapper.
He's the original remix.
He teach you the remix thing.
He's the original. He didn't really teach me.
But
I sit around him and I learned, just like I went out to the dance.
He influenced you.
He was an influence.
He was an influence.
And I respect him.
You have to.
Yeah.
Really cool guys or really good guy. Very passionate about the music.
Yeah, man. Put a lot of work in,
a lot of work.
A lot of work.
I mean, his keys has been there from, he's like foundation.
You know what I mean?
Like us as well. I can't wait to get him up on the podcast.
Yeah, man.
Tapper, I'm a bread of that. You know, me and Tapper are bread with like long time. Long time. Me and Tapper been mashing up dances for years.
Yeah.
Remember when me and Tapper like mashing up every like Tapper used to love seeing me walking that dance.
Yeah.
And Tapper's about him. As soon as him see me walking, he's got the rhythms ready.
Yeah.
And he loved drawing me out all the time.
Yeah, man.
I didn't even draw it thing. We had it planned.
Yeah.
Like it was in any event.
Yeah, man.
Tapper was him wicked on the next, you know.
Yeah, man.
And him love artists.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Him love artists.
Yeah, man.
Like my real selector.
Yeah, man.
Love the music, man.
Yeah,
love the music.
Yeah, man. You should mash up Club 19 and all
what?
that.
I Tapper run Club 19 at one point.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. The man that used to mash up in there. Wicked. Wicked. Club 19 was nice, man.
Yeah, man. Like he was one of the man as well, like you know, like when I hear mixes on pint, like the man that mixes on pint. You get me?
Yeah, mixing with Tapper.
Yeah, the man that mixing on pint. Like I'm saying, yo.
He was probably like, see for mixing, he was showing off on everyone at one point. Do you remember?
I respected it.
Showing off.
No,
you had to.
I respected it.
Yeah, me too.
I respected it.
I respect it, but you had to respect it because you know what, Tapper. He might not be chatting the mic as much as some other guys.
Yeah.
But my man's flinging the fuck. Yo, you see what the man puts that work in.
Yeah.
Yo, Tapper puts that work in.
Yeah.
Now you see when Tapper's putting that work, he like, yo.
Yeah. Them time there, that's how I got my name on as well.
That's like, you know.
While he was mixing.
He's like an artist.
I was hosting.
Yeah, because he gets possessed.
You know what I'm saying?
Tapper gets possessed and he gets in his zone.
Yeah.
And he puts in that work.
And
he can't talk to you. From before computers, man said the CD, he puts in that work.
Yeah, man, that's serious work.
He's putting in that work and his brain at work.
Like, before him, I had my uncle. He used to be sitting on a computer 24 hours a day, but I'm telling you, this guy don't move on a computer, blood. Yeah. So I used to wonder what this guy is doing. Yeah. So anyway, I used to sit around him a lot, and then that's how I get to know the whole network of things, how to get music. But them man there, my uncle and them man there, they were heavy sellers. Heavy sellers in music. And they're just doing it privately, linking up with man, selling music, trading music. And I'm around all this. Amongst the production, what's going on over that. You get what I'm saying? So I'm just in and around all this and I'm saying, like the music's just there, like it's just embedded. You know what I mean? And Yeah, man. Beer Foundation, blood.
Beer
Foundation, blood. There's a Beer Foundation, blood.
Beer Foundation stuff.
I swear, man. But yeah, before, and then after my uncle, I was sitting around Tapper, big up Tapper again, Lincoln Tapper.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, man, I learned a lot.
It was Tapper that showed me about your uncles and
yeah. Because I pay a lot of respect to his dad as well, because I know his father as well.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So big up to his father as well.
Yeah, respect.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
respect
man, Tapper Dan, the real Tapper Dan.
Big up Daddy Tapper Dan, original Tapper Dan.
Yeah.
Real talk.
You know what I mean? Yeah, man. So,
nah, real talk, man. Good people, man.
Yeah, man.
Good
time,
people, great vibes.
So,
you know, like it's a nice vibe.
I mean, even when you touch on the rhythms.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of men out there that feel a way about things that they really shouldn't be really feeling a way about.
Yes.
I'm not like that. If I send you a rhythm, blood, and I don't hear from you, yo, me and you good same way, you know, blood. I don't feel no way because I know in my heart and in my personal experience, before I sent you that rhythm, I've been working on my sound for about 5 years.
Yeah.
I've studied this thing. I've sat down and took the time.
Yeah. And
that's why you say that the beats each time are sounding better because I sit down.
I know, I can hear it.
You get me? And take the time.
But they was that like even
I play your rhythm today.
I could imagine that one.
Like it's sounding completely different now.
We know that.
You know
but
what I mean?
Even from the first rhythm you sent me, it was voiceable.
Yeah.
It just might not have been what I was looking for at the time because I'm very picky with rhythms.
Because I'm a quality man.
And you know what I mean? And sometimes it's like I get someone sent me a rhythm from Jamaica the other day. Chester, the same guy who produced the Ganja album. He's a really good producer. The rhythm's amazing, but it's just not for now. So I haven't got my head around it. So I'm a vibe man with music. I like to see. I can go in. I can just put my head down and voice one bag of song if I want to, and then if I feel what my vibe. Every time I kind of follow my vibe, I put out a better record. True. So I kind of follow my vibe and feel the music and feel what vibe I'm in and feel. You have to do that rather than just pick up every blood clot instrumental and I force a little. Not force because it won't take me long to do it, but. Music's a vibe. Is it necessary? Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like I've always tried to do my music like that. So it's like even when I say like I've never. It's just because that rhythm might not have been for me at that time. I might not have been feeling that vibe. I'm a moment guy. I go through my. I go into my hip hop zone. I go into my grime zone. I go into my dancehall zone. I go into like all different sort of zones. You know what I mean? So like depending on what zone I'm in. On that time, I'm going to my war zone. Do you get what I'm saying? So when I'm in my war zone, I only want to hear certain type of rhythms.
And that's like me. I'm a quality man. It don't matter.
And I've got so much girl. Then I'm like going to doing girl songs and club songs, which you know. I do so many. And I've got some of my biggest hits are girl songs and club songs. People say war, 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 because they hear so much war from me. And then they're like, oh, is it? But they don't know like my catalogue. I've got more girl songs than war songs. Like I've got loads of conscious songs and clean songs and club bangers and everything. It's just sometimes people love the fuckery.
That's it.
People love the fuckery. You know what I mean? People love the fuckery. So like you put out like the most conscious song. I've had a song that's gone #1 in Italy when the album come out called Give Thanks and Praise. Remember Give Thanks and Praise on the Today's album? Massive song like that. Did the motherfuckers play over it? Like during the same time, like, I make like this song's amazing. Like
this is the thing.
The song went #1 in Italy.
This is the thing.
Reggae song, you know. They never blinked at it or that. Good selectors like yourself will come up to me and say that song's banging. There's not enough songs on that album that people used to come up to me with my For Days album and say, yeah, that song's banging. Like every song on that album was nearly banging. But over here, they didn't take it. Like it's like motherfuckers don't want to hear good shit.
Again, it boils down to the respect of the actual music at the time, innit?
Yes.
Like people like I was saying to a man the other day. Like a man sent me a mix CD from a man from country, UK country, and I said to him, "What do you think about the mix CD?" He said to me, "Blood, the mix CD is shit. Like it's lacking." I said to him, "Blood, what you gotta understand and realize as well, you see, like it's not no bias thing, but
you have to go
certain man from country, they're a bit behind." What's happening in London is a lot more faster. London's fast, the capital's quite fast.
And you would have thought the internet would have leveled it out, but it hasn't.
It hasn't, and that's what separates the physical form from the illusion. You see what I'm saying?
Well put.
You see what I'm saying?
Well put.
You see what I'm saying?
Separates the physical form from the illusion.
Yeah, man.
That's what it is, though. That is kind of that is a final take on a lot of shit.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? You separate the physical form from the illusion. Anyone can sell you an illusion. It's like these girls. Like, you got catfish.
Yeah.
They're selling you an illusion.
Yeah.
On the gram.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
and it's turning people crazy.
Even you ever, like, imagine, like, it must have happened to all of us. Like, you think a girl off of the internet. She chats you up one, but yo, when you see her in real life, it's nothing like the pictures. Like, the pictures that she showed you.
Yeah.
You're like, would I get it? You want to turn around, like you wanna like you don't even wanna walk away and shit because nothing like it's a foolery.
I see that, yeah.
She tricked you. She tricked you.
Yeah. Facebook's made me stop adding people because of that.
Because but this is with music.
I don't add no one on Facebook.
But this is with music. It's the same thing happening.
I got hundreds of requests.
Watch it on the music level now. Same thing. People on the music. I am an artist.
Yeah.
They even go out their way to pay for a visual. Which part? You're an artist.
Yeah.
Some of them are waste their money upon all to do visual because you could spend the most money on the music. I've seen a guy spend 40 grand.
That's the illusion.
That's the illusion. No, but listen to me. I've seen it. It don't help.
Of course not.
I've seen 40 grand videos go nowhere.
Yeah, of course.
Because the song not good and the artist not good.
Yeah.
You can spend 100 grand, like, no disrespect. I've seen 100 grand go. Like, I've been around label shit. I've seen 100 grand go on that project.
Yeah.
And I'm not comment. If I mention a song on that project, you will never hear it.
Trust me.
You will hear the artist, but you will never hear the song.
Yeah.
And you will never know say 100 grand spent on that song there.
True.
100 grand, you know, on one song and it not working.
Yeah, it's true.
But this is record company business. I've seen it many a time.
Yeah.
Because if it's not good, it's not good.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? It's not good. It's like the illusion from the reality.
The reality, man.
That's why I get so frustrated.
Yeah, man.
And we have to keep a standard, you know that. We have to keep a standard, like, even as you're a UK dancehall entrepreneur, selector, veteran.
Yeah, man.
I am a veteran foundation and one of the hottest UK dancehall artists.
Yeah, man.
And I am the artist who I kind of feel like to say anything moves slippery, me kill it.
Yeah.
And get rid of it.
I don't want to sound bad, you know, but
yeah.
I kind of like uphold the standard.
Yes.
But separate myself.
You have to. That's what I have to do as well.
I separate myself a lot from a lot of things.
From a lot of things.
You know what I mean? From a lot of things, like.
Yeah. I don't blame you though.
Yeah, man.
I don't blame you.
And it don't make no difference, you know. Whether you partake, well, it does make a difference, but it doesn't help you in the long run. Doesn't add to your legacy for you to be involved in every single mix-up that goes on social media for people to get involved and jump on board. No. It doesn't do anything for you, and all it's doing is just draining out the time that you
could be doing something positive, constructive.
Positive, you know what I mean?
I see some of these guys on social media, man. They go the hardest, and girls as well. They go the hardest, and I think if you ever did that if you ever spent that time on something constructive, you can make something of yourself.
And these are big people,
big ass grown people.
Now, this is what I don't understand as well. These are people with kids. These are people with responsibilities.
Yeah. I know, unbelievable.
So how do you put out yourself as that?
Unbelievable.
As the example.
As the example.
Or as the so-called example that you're meant to be.
They got kids.
Of course.
The sad thing is they put their kids around that environment.
Of course.
Which makes it even sadder.
And that's why I forgive thanks to my parents and how they raised me. Because at the end of the day,
real talk.
The mindset and how my mindset is, it's
carrying me through. That's what separates us, I think, from a lot. Like, we ain't gonna go there because how we were brought up. Yeah. And we got certain morals and certain standards.
Yeah, because it comes with a home training. Some people don't have that.
No, some people don't have home training.
You know what I mean?
No,
some people don't have it.
No. They've never got a blood clot school.
You know what I mean?
A real thing, man.
You know what I mean? Like, and it bases a lot of that. Like, it's principles, it's morals. Like, you know what I mean? So.
Get into this kind of gets into the last topic from what I know. So last topic. Topic number 5.
Yeah.
Weed and mental health.
Right.
And what's your opinion about weed and today's flavours and how it could be affecting people? Because we know like one in a certain amount of people is affected by mental health.
Of course.
And what's they saying? I mean, the cannabis seems to be with the high, strong strains they have nowadays. Seems to be triggering off mental health in people as well.
See,
what's your take on it?
Is there any? Because I haven't seen like any real sources of facts that's been. Can you mention like a source of fact that's caused a mental health issue?
Yeah, there's loads of facts that that's not like skunk higher these flavors that's cause psychosis with people, and they end up in hospital with psychosis.
I've seen what the spice has done to people. It's very dangerous.
No, the spice is some different
That's
shit.
crazy.
That's crazy.
That's not even weed anyway. That's just the next thing.
We're not talking about spice. Spice
you know what I mean? That's the next thing.
I couldn't even know where to talk about that.
Yeah,
I've never even seen it. It's something like, I don't know what this shit is. That to me is some mad people shit.
It's the next
but
thing.
like, look, I smoke weed.
Yeah, but in terms of going back to the subject.
Yes, it's like weed and mental health, and is the strains giving mental health? Is this what's going on with the youth?
I just think people are using it irresponsibly as well.
Yeah,
like to hype on social media to say that, yes. You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
Again, the reason for doing the purpose is not there, or the real reason isn't there. The good reason isn't there. It's just a hype.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? To say, oh, I'm smoking a spliff.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm a smoker.
Yeah.
But I smoke for the reason of relieving stress.
Yeah.
Of meditation.
Yes.
Of keeping me grounded. Of just to kind of broaden my horizon sometime when I be a bit more creative.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's my reasons for smoking. I'm not a smoker because I want to be a stoner or I want to be high in the clouds somewhere I want to be frazzled somewhere. That's not my reason or purpose for smoking.
No, what's the point in that?
It's a medicinal thing, it's a meditational thing for me.
Yeah.
It's a digestional thing for me as well. It helps me to actually digest.
Yeah, it helps you to digest.
It's a part of the digestional thing. Some people hear it and say, "I'm rubbish." But I'm telling you,
no, it's true.
I know me.
Yeah,
I know myself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I use it for.
Everybody is different. I realise that as well. I'm very much the same. Like, I understand exactly where you're coming from. Like, I don't agree. In this social media day and age as well, everyone seems to be showing off about getting high. Which I find stupid, childish.
Of course.
I think it was, you know what I'm saying? Like, I find it really, I'm glad you highlighted that. Because I think that's really childish. I think that's really stupid. I smoke weed myself.
It is.
Like, but what I see, I think it's gone beyond it.
Yeah,
like, in the way people try to, like, listen, smoking weed is what it is. It might not be the greatest thing. Everybody's different.
Yeah.
Everyone's different, so I gotta affect everyone differently.
Yeah.
What I'm seeing with the amount of people out there with these, and they don't even know what they're smoking.
No, that's it.
They don't even know what they're smoking. So you see, this. I believe that is triggering off mental health. You see, a man like me and you know ourselves.
Of course.
You understand what I'm saying? We know we've been smoking weed for a long time. We know what sort of weed agrees with us and what sort of weed doesn't agree with us, and we know how much we want to smoke. We don't smoke to get high.
Right.
Like I said, it's a meditation thing.
Of course.
You understand what I'm saying? It's with like, I don't even. You have to understand there's a big world out there. You don't want to be stoned all the time. You ain't going to be able to motherfucking see.
How are you going to conduct yourself?
How are you going to conduct yourself?
You know what I mean?
In this day and age now, with all of the way they're advertising the flavours and the skunk, and I think this is causing mental health. Yeah,
because if you look at it on a worldwide scale now, it's all part of the domination, innit? It's all part of the dumbed down domination.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Okay, let's exploit this phase now. This is the next phase.
Yeah. It's crazy how they make people fucking think.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We're going to push the money into it.
Yeah.
And we're going to exploit that. And we're just going to dumb down the population a bit more, even more.
See, this is what it is. It's like, it is dumb. When you say, you saw dumb down. You said dumb down.
Yeah, man. That's exactly what it is. When you look at it, I look at things on a worldwide scale. And I don't even watch the news like that, blood. Yeah, but I know what's going on out there.
Because I think for all of my fans watching as well, and everybody who's watching this podcast, they see me smoke weed a lot. I don't promote being stoned all the time.
Nah, man.
Do you understand? We smoke weed, hold of meditation, all of that high shit, all of that sort of show off shit when you're smoking. Like, it don't make sense to me. You understand what I'm saying? And it's not something to even teach the younger generation.
No.
It's not something to even teach the younger generation. That's why you see, even when I sing songs about weed, I sing songs like, you see my ganja song, and it have a reasoning.
Yeah.
That's it. It's not about, like I say, it's not about getting high.
That's it. That's
You know what I mean? We don't smoke to be high. Because you know what? If you smoke weed to be high, you're just smoking to run away from your reality.
Lyrics speak many volumes as well as the
I'm lying.
actions,
Like
man.
some, because you see, some people use this as like a tranquilizer.
Of course.
To them, they just smoke it and forget about life and don't want to face reality. So it's like a tranquilizer for them.
And that's stupid.
And that's stupid. It's not. Some people ain't like me and you smoke and still get on with their daily routines or whatever.
Yeah.
And because we know ourselves and we know what we can handle,
Of course.
they're forcing and it's tranquilizing them. They're not thinking straight.
Straight.
They're doing a lot. And this is causing even a lot of them to even, because like this is a serious shit. And you know, you see weed and music, it sort of mixes.
Yeah.
Weed and music's kind of one.
Yeah, man. That's why the artists have hold a lot of responsibility as well. In
They hold a lot of responsibility. And a lot of the bullshit I think we're seeing is caused from, if you notice, a lot of the bullshit is always not some motherfucker taking, like even in America, you see them young kids.
Yeah. Because this is where it's stemming from now, really and truly.
Yes.
It's where it's stemming from.
Thank you.
Yeah? You know what I mean? The chorus hook line, I'm a stoner, it speaks a lot of volumes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it gets played.
Mm-hmm.
It's been played by many selectors, but
What's
again,
that?
who's that now? Is it?
Downtown,
No, it's a hip hop song. I'm a
what?
stoner, I'm a stoner, I'm a stoner.
Oh, I know that song, yeah.
The hip-hop song.
Yeah, we know the song. Yeah,
See?
yeah, I heard it.
So, like,
I know.
you know what I mean? Like, when a youth man's listening to that now, you know what I mean? Like, what is he getting from that other than that the man is a stoner and he want to be high
Opposed to where you'd have a reggae song singing about herbs, about the meditation side of it.
And there's a structure to it. There's a build up to it.
There's a build up to it.
You know what I mean? The man's not just telling you what to do.
But that's why
telling you how to do it.
Like, that's why I think, like,
to a degree.
Alright. You have a thing called ganja, man, yeah?
Yeah.
Me and you are straight ganja, man.
That's
straight. Now, but you see the way they're promoting these things, it's like it's cool to be an anything person. Like, they're not just doing ganja, are they?
Because...
You understand what I'm saying? Like, they seem to, because it all comes, you see, because me and you don't smoke to be high. But you see when you're doing something just to get high all the time, then you're going to start doing other shit that maybe makes you high a little bit quicker.
True.
You understand what I'm saying? So, like, so it's no longer, like, because I've noticed, like, I noticed years ago, I only smoke like kind of grade. I'm a grade man, and I like well-grown flavors. If they're grown well, I like certain flavors. If they're grown well, and I know the growing, I know it's clean, I can fuck with it. And certain ones agree with me, certain don't. So I know what work for me, what don't work for me.
Straight.
So it's like, some people know they might just do it to get high all the time, and if you got that attitude to get high, you just want. That's where you're gonna start picking up on other shit. Where we're doing it for meditation, and we know what we want, and that's where I think like it's gonna pick up mental health, man, especially for the young kids, man.
100%.
And like it is. I saw something like it said like 1 in 4 people have mental health. And then weed is like I see Jammer. Did you see Jammer's program? That was serious, you know. Did you see that? Jammer done a whole documentary about it. Dad was in it. His ran talking about it.
Jammer used to smoke a lot of weed.
I see bits and pieces still. I saw part of it still.
But obviously, he had his dad there. It was
talking about it because the dad was saying it was the skunk. It was like.
Yeah, of course. But this is the thing now. Even now, like a lot of man that never used to smoke skunk back in the days.
Yeah.
They smoke that now.
Yeah.
Because it's an in thing. Like you heard man back in the days, yo, they weren't smoking that, blood.
You're right.
Yeah? But now mans are smoking it, blood.
You're right.
Yeah? You get what I'm saying? So whether that's because it's more accessible now or it's the in thing or whatever.
It is more accessible.
With me personally,
it
just goes back to the fact that what's right for me.
Yes.
That's
you know what works for you.
I don't care about what's the in thing or what's the phase. I don't business.
No.
You get what I'm saying?
No, you're right.
And that's where a lot of people are getting sick, going wrong, and all these things. Mental health is arising.
I think it's from the younger generation as well, more than us. Like,
because it's a lack of education.
It's a lack of education, and if you're gonna put a lot of hard marijuana and mix, if you're gonna intake a lot of strong marijuana, these flavors, strong weed, you know. And the man them ain't educated, or them girl them, they're not educated, they're not brought up well, not much common sense. It's easy to fall off the way. I think, like, I actually don't believe weed can be blamed for mental health solely.
Nah, man.
I don't believe that.
Nah,
Like,
man.
but then again, everybody's different.
Yeah.
I can't judge because I did see something once on the telly where one you end up killing himself because he was smoking skunk. Yeah, and yeah, I see it on the blood. And one young little youth man, and the family, oh, now they don't get over it, and a big campaign for make sure
Would that actually skunk though?
This is the thing when I know what them are doing, and
know.
this is
You
the
don't
thing,
know
and
what
there's
else
always
is
more behind it as
Yeah.
well.
You know what I mean?
It's easy
Yeah.
to see. It's easy. See, this is the thing. Like, I don't personally believe one thing can just do that.
Yeah.
Straight.
I think it's always a combination of things.
Of course.
Yeah.
I think it's like it's more to one thing.
Of
Like you're
course.
just gonna have a spliff and that's it. You're
No.
done. No.
You know
No,
what I mean?
it's
Like,
different
I-
things in there's different things in different people's lives
Mm.
that gonna trigger off different things. Some people are stronger than others. Some people are built for certain situations more than others.
Yeah.
Straight.
And some and it's just how and everyone at the end of the day is human. So and everyone is different.
Yeah.
That's what makes us all individuals. We're all different in every way. So everyone reacts to shit differently
Straight.
in their own way. So like it comes down to what you think. I think what you said is the best point, lack of education.
Yeah, man. And
Lack
it's a
of
big
education.
involvement. You
Big
know what I mean?
involvement. I think that's more than the weed than anything.
Big involvement, you know what I mean, and that's why like over the years I've paid took so much time out to learn
Mm.
and respect what I've learned
Mm-hmm.
and still learning, you know what I mean. Never stop learning, man. We never stop learning, man. I learn every day, man. You know what I mean. I research,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Like it's just a part of the package, man. It's a
Yeah.
part of the thing, you know what I mean. Like.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have to stay up to the time. You have to be in the know. You know what I mean. You have
Yeah.
to know what's happening. So when it's your time to go out there and perform,
Yeah.
you know what you're talking about. You know exactly what you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean. So
Yeah. Great
Yeah.
listeners, a great learner, man.
yeah, man. You know what I mean. And I respect what I've learned.
Mm.
You know what I mean.
You were
Like,
telling me what you do. You're working with the younger generation.
yeah, man. So
Mm.
bigging up to the residents of Hyde in South London.
Mm-hmm.
It's also catered for outside Hyde residents.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, for about 3 years now, big shout out goes out to Flames Radio again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm there representing not only myself, but I'm representing Flames Radio as well.
Mad.
From Wednesday to Wednesday, working with youth from 14 years old to 21-year-old,
Excellent.
and just mentoring them,
Excellent.
recording them,
Wow.
engineering their vocals. So it's through
So
music.
it's all music oriented.
It's all through music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It still ties into what I do.
Yes.
And yeah, man, just literally.
That's amazing. So how many days a week?
I'm doing that once a week currently, but the
Excellent.
session runs twice a week.
Wow. So if any kids want to get involved or anything,
If any
what do
children
they
want to
got?
get involved, you can literally either get at myself on social media directly,
Between the ages of
14 and 21.
anybody wants to get involved between the age of 14 and 21, holla at DJ Genesis.
Yeah, man, get at me, man. And
Yeah.
and the ages are between 14 to 21, but I'm telling you now, over the 3 years that we've done this session,
Yeah. So
I've
what
worked
involves
with,
it?
I've worked with ages as young as 8 years old.
Wow. Also, it's not
Amazing.
restricted then.
It's not really restricted.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
I
yeah.
think now it's a bit more stricter.
Okay.
But when we first started the session,
You made allowances.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, like the talent was
Of
there.
course, so you're not going to turn down the
Like,
talent because
yeah,
of a couple of years or
yeah.
something. Yeah, real talk.
It's a place where
Yeah.
you can come. It's positive.
Mm.
It's upliftful. You know what I mean? There's no judgmentation.
Excellent.
You come there and everyone is positive. Everyone's uplifting one another.
Mm.
Feedback is passed around and it's so positive. And we're just putting back the strength into the youths,
Mm-hmm.
which is what's needed.
Mm-hmm.
Cut long story short, we're putting the strength into the youths.
Mm.
You know what I mean? That's what we're doing over at Palava. Big shout out goes out to Marcus. Big shout out goes out to Ebbs. You know what I mean? The full team over there at Palava also. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, we're just putting the strength back into the youths, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And hopefully along the line, I can do something in East London as well.
Yeah.
Because that's currently based in South London. So,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I would like to start up something in East London as well.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be
You know
really.
what I mean?
Like
For
what I
the
said,
East
I'll
London
be
youth,
I'll be
you know what I mean?
interested in getting involved in,
Yeah, man.
in any possible
Yeah,
way.
man. Well, I can get you involved then.
Yeah, definitely. If I could teach them songwriting
Yeah,
skills
man.
or
Yeah,
recording
man.
skills or anything like that.
100%. You
Yeah,
know what I
man,
mean? It's
definitely.
all beneficial and necessary.
Yes, absolutely.
You know what I mean? And it's
Absolutely.
vital, you know what I mean?
Mhm,
Like, all
mhm.
sources are necessary.
Every source is necessary. It's
You
all
know what I
about
mean?
doing that, like what we said, with these issues going on. it's up to us to do our part.
Yeah, man.
For the community.
It's necessary. I mean, I met a child one of the first weeks that I even started the project. I met a child and this child was hiding behind a wall when I met him.
Wow.
His mum brought him to the session.
Wow.
And she said, oh, my son is here, he would like to join in. I'm looking around, I said, where's the son?
Wow.
He's round there. The man's hiding behind the wall.
Wow.
So I took about...
He's embarrassed, he's scared.
Not really he's embarrassed, but he just was unhappy.
Oh, really?
He's unhappy. You know what I mean? So man took the time out, talked to him behind the wall for about 10 minutes, finally got him to the chair. After about 15 minutes, we sat down, another 15 minutes, we're speaking just about life and, you know what I mean? 2-2s, I got him in the session. 3 years later down the line, he's still with me, he's recording.
And he's in a much better place.
He's a lot more out with himself.
That's excellent.
You know what I mean? So we're seeing results all around.
That's brilliant, Genesis.
We're seeing results all around,
yeah,
man. You know what I mean? And things like that make me proud.
Yeah, man, definitely.
Make me proud.
Definitely.
You know what I mean?
Them things they're nicer than anything.
Make me proud, man.
Yeah, man, definitely.
Serious, man.
God bless you, brother, man.
Yeah,
That's an excellent thing you're doing.
Respect, man. Respect,
really,
man.
really positive.
As much as a lot of other youth that we've really helped and helped along the way, and we're still helping, we're currently helping. You know what I mean? But that one kind of really stuck out for me because the journey so far.
Yeah, and you've seen the results,
you know
and the difference and the improvement on someone's life.
Yeah, man.
That's priceless, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
that's priceless, man.
Yeah, man. So
seriously.
I respect it, man. And
no, definitely.
It's helped me to kind of.
No, that's a great thing because like a lot of people with statuses like ourselves, they're not really focusing on stuff.
No, man.
You know, and I think that's important. That's why I said. Man. I mean. That's why I said to you straight away, I'll be willing to help out in any possible way.
Straight.
Because you got to give back to the fans and you got to give back to the people there and show the community, especially our community, bro. It's our community, and like we sit up here talking on the podcast about certain topics. Well, it's up to us to do what we can do to help out certain situations as well.
Necessary.
Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what this is all about. At the end of the day, you get me? Yeah, man. But it starts from the ground upwards.
That's it. And as we said earlier, you gotta be in the streets.
Yeah, you have to be in the streets.
You gotta be meeting with the people directly.
That's right.
You know what I mean? You can't be just on social media.
No.
You know what I mean? No, make it.
No.
You have to be in the streets.
You can't be on social media acting like something.
Like you're some big star. And when you hit the stage or when you touch the road,
you know, but
in a match.
You know what I mean?
In a correlate.
You're trying to wear shoes the way they fit you.
Right.
The shoes don't fit you.
They're
way too big for you.
You know what I mean?
You walk down the road, now them shoes they trip over.
Yeah.
You're not going to
walk a step in them. And I tell you.
You can't walk a step in them shoes.
You know, back in the ideas, we used to have some youth when holding them shoes and you show them, I talk to them, but they not listen.
Them not listen.
They want a new shoes, but they not listen, them still wearing their old shoes.
Them out of move and them not say nothing.
I swear. You know what I mean?
Big up, man.
Man. Respect every time, man.
You done know. Narcos Coffee Podcast.
Respect.
DJ Genesis, give the people them your social media, my brother.
Man.
And promote anything that you got to promote.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
At DJ Genesis Remix, follow me. You know what I mean? Stay up to date with all the bookings, all the dates. Don't forget we're hitting Dubai next month, end of next month, so it's going to be absolutely crazy. So just stay following. Don't forget, follow at Carry Dubai. Book directly, www.carrydubai.com. Book your tickets. All the things going on, man. Just staying true on the journey. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, the story unfolds, man.
Cool, my brother, man. You know what? Big up Mama War. We didn't get a chance to eat a biscuit because the conversation has been non-stop, but we will be tucking into these in a hot minute.
Definitely.
Some almond biscuits
Definitely.
It's done now. Narcos Coffee Podcast. It done now. Episode 11. It's been a pleasure. We got DJ Twister in the place. More Fire Crew. I'm saying, nyai!
Man. Big up.
Real water that me run things. Any boy this me up him. Real bad man that do bad things. Any boy this me bury him. Marrow fly to the sky if them test me. Tell them fi not tempt me.
Podcast.